My tongue touched yours.
No, I didn't. Sorry if it's all you're gonna see is like.
Hey guys, how's it
So
going?
so my chair broke, and so now I have this stupid chair. So now I have to sit like this, and so anyway, you're not going to see my full like normal, if that makes sense. So it's a long story. It's a long story. But anyway,
And I'm in your shadow. Always in your shadow.
you can scoot up a little bit.
I can stand up, but then it's like, oh hey, chins.
So anyway, she wanted to do a live stream, and I'm like, I don't like live streams.
I love live streams.
I don't like them.
As an extrovert, I love live streams. I do videos, and I'm like,
no wonder you hate this. Hey, Travi.
hey, Travis.
Oh, no wonder you hate this.
You
chair.
still call him Travi X.
Yeah. I still do.
I know that chair sucks. That's why I switched to my yoga ball. He now gets. Sorry, I just found this.
I've been doing some work.
He now gets my issues and why I stopped using my chair.
Sorry if you guys hear a little bit of a noise. So I don't know, Travis, you probably, I don't know if you do a lot of your stuff on computer. I know you're busy, but Grand Theft Auto was free on Epic for a while. I don't know if it still is, but I downloaded it just in case because I'm
and
like,
now
you never
Civilization
know.
6.
Or yeah, 6.
Or 9.
Whatever,
I don't know.
Whatever.
Something like that.
Probably have to close that now.
Yeah.
So anyway, ask us any question. Noelle said I should have put it in like parentheses within reason, but ask us any question that you've always wanted to know, or just our thoughts, as long as it's within reason.
Mom and Papa are doing a video.
I'm having a whiskey and Coke. I told Noe to have something, but she's like, no, she won't do it.
I just feel really full, and I don't like liquor. Just I don't know, makes you feel even fuller.
Beer does.
You guys play video games?
I do.
This one does.
Noelle's not that great at them. I mean, she plays on her phone, but like when she tried to play Apex Legends.
I'm actually buying parts for my gaming PC part at a time. I have a case, a motherboard, and a RAM so far. I game on PS4 and do most of my work on my Mac. I got him a gaming computer. Ooh, if you go to, this is not a sponsored video at all, but Newegg. It's Newegg, like a new egg, like a rock. That's computer parts. I had a student that was helping me. Hunt for a gaming computer for him, and so we were going back and forth of was I going to buy parts and he was going to build it for me, but then I just ended up buying the fully built thing.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a bowl.
Yeah, I mean, I know about Newegg because back in the day, like in school and college, they were talking about that. But yeah, you can get some pretty good deals. And yes, I do play Apex Legend. I don't play it on the computer anymore because it's just people on there are like beasts. But I do play it on PS4.
Red Dead Redemption 2. At Bloody Pond Lives, the CCP has been exploiting Africa every way than can even be before COVID. Oh.
How do you feel? Oh, I didn't see it.
How do you feel about the Chinese government scapegoating Africans over the COVID-19?
Well, you know, like I post this every now and again on, or I was posting it on our Facebook page. I'll wait till Noe gets done.
I'll be back. I guess I'll go get a drink.
So I need a new chair because this, I can't do it.
We can move in here and put it on the tripod.
Yeah. So I was posting this on Facebook a while back, talking about Africa and what they're doing or not Africa, but China in terms of what it's doing to Africans who are living in China, and it just bothers me. It bothers me. Blaming this on immigrants, I think, is just obviously wrong. And it just doesn't make any sense. I think if anything, we should be looking to solutions, right? And I think that is what the role China should be playing more than scapegoating people. I mean, that's just my personal opinion, because it just makes China look even worse, scapegoating, especially when evidence proves that it's not Africans that are causing the problem. Have either of you been smokers? And if so, how did you quit? I've never smoked. Actually, I'm allergic to cigarette smoke. It tears me up. Dang, Noe. Thirsty? They heard that swallow. Ooh.
I put the rest of the Malibu in here.
Oh, I see.
No, I'm not a smoker. I have asthma. Of course, I'm sure there's people that smoke that have asthma, but
I'm creating a new account so I can. What? Oh, right.
But I've known a lot of people who were and who have quit or attempted to quit many times. Some people that have been successful. I do know that it's a hard process because it's an addiction. Like your body gets to the point where it needs it or craves it or whatever. So,
And did I play Red Dead Redemption 2? No, I have not. On my computer, I have a couple of different game platforms. So, for example, I have Origin, Steam, Uplay, Epic. Epic, I get a lot of my games from there because obviously they do a lot of free stuff, and I'm all about free. So, I get a lot of stuff from there. Did you see the Unreal Engine 5 video? It's running on the PlayStation 5 hardware. I have not. You've been a smoker since you were 13, been trying to quit for a long time. It's like a pacifier for adults. Yeah, I can see that. I know a lot of people back in the day when I was growing up that was all about smoking and that type of thing. It was just never really my thing. My dad died from lung cancer. So
you have to be plugged in, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad died from lung cancer. And so even before that, my uncle smoked constantly. And he literally, like, the house would reek of cigarette smoke. I would actually go into my room, and I love my uncle, but I would go into my bedroom at my mom's house and just stuff the bottom of the door with clothes or blankets or whatever, just because the smoke was that bad that literally, like, I would start crying because the smoke was so bad. He also died of lung cancer, so it's just not something I like. I live 7 miles from Epic HQ. Yeah, you told us that in our Discord.
Yeah.
That trailer was legit. Control is a great game too. It's an Epic's game store. See, me, one of the things I tried to do too is not pay for stuff. I mean, if it's free, then I might as well go for it. I'm gonna look up and see what Control is. Dang, Noe, I can hear the swallow. Let's see. Control.
That reminds me of Control.
Oh, I'm in the wrong thing. Let me go up here.
Do you know that? Do you know what song I'm talking about?
Yes, I do.
That's why I couldn't say the.
We've been in plenty of clubs together, Nelly, so.
Really? They played that in the clubs?
Yeah, back in the day, dude. I see it here. I don't know.
If you guys ever moved to a different city in the Puget area, which would you choose? Spanaway, Tukwila, Port Orchard, Lakewood, etc.
I know what place I would be.
He'd go to Ording.
Yes.
Which
I would choose 2 places. So
Ording and where?
DuPont.
Oh.
3 places. I take that back. 3 places. Okay, so I'll put it to you this way. Maybe not in this order, but DuPont, Ording, University Place, and over there, Point Ruston. That would be probably my choice. Now, and the reason why I like Ording is because I've never found a place here that's gated. There's no gated communities in Tacoma. And so, or that I know of in University Place, like there's no gated communities. And so I'm like, what areas are gated? So Orting is one of the few areas that I know of that has gated communities there.
I would probably go University Place.
See, Puyallup. She has to be where there's like, it's got to be
University Place, Puyallup. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
See, I don't know if I would live in Puyallup anymore. It's not really. I mean, it's okay, but that's not a place that I would probably want to.
I honestly don't know. Like, when we move, because we don't. Well, that's also the other thing. We don't know if this is like our forever home, or if this is like a 5-year home. Of course, we've already been here in 3 years.
Absolutely, Metal Gear.
Would you live in Hawaii if you could?
Absolutely.
Yes, with a caveat, because cost of living is extremely expensive and job prospects are low. So there's the challenge of that.
Here's my dream, right? And I have a lot of them. Would be to find some land in Hawaii and put a tiny home on it.
Container home.
Something. And
I can't live in a tiny home.
Then run the pottery studio. That's what I would do.
Now, I would live off the grid.
Yeah.
I would go off the grid and be completely composting toilets, solar power. I would do all of that. My chicken coop. I don't think I could raise anything other than chickens. If I were to have bunnies, they'd only be my pets. And then
see the Big Island. See the Big Island, I think would be cool. Like I wouldn't have to live right. See, I wouldn't have to live in like wherever Honolulu is.
Oahu.
Yeah, I wouldn't have to live there. I think that's probably one of the most expensive of the islands. I do know it's just expensive. She actually had family that moved from Hawaii.
Lived on Maui.
Yeah. And they moved and went to San Diego, which San Diego is just as expensive, but there's more job opportunities. So
and your money goes before farther. She lived in Hawaii, she lived in San Francisco.
Right.
So it's not expensive.
San Francisco is probably worse than Hawaii.
So.
But yeah, now I would live in San Diego.
I would too.
I would live in San Diego. In fact, that was what I was aiming for years ago. We're talking
like 9 years ago. Because Zoe, you've got a hair on your arm.
I had a big old Noe hair on my arm earlier.
That's right.
And it was tickling.
That's right. Claiming what's mine.
But yeah, like there was a time when we were really trying to go to San Diego because San Diego was just bomb.
I would still go to San Diego.
But yeah, it was difficult trying to find a job at that time.
One from Eatonville or Puyallup in your backyard, Yeah.
Eatonville. I don't know about Eatonville. Where's Eatonville?
It's east, similar to Orting.
Yeah, that's the cool thing.
Also, I mean, no, like I don't mean anything. Like for you, Travis, living in Orting, living in Eatonville is different. Is going to be a different experience than me and Hirsch living in Orting or Eatonville. Just the demographic makeup of things.
True, but some, like take for example, Smith Grove. Now, my mom, so there's Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is a small town. It's about 70,000 people, which blows my mind because when I was there, it was like 40,000. But it's really grown like crazy. The southern cities have really exploded in population. But anyway, that's besides the point. So Bowling Green was where I was born, and I spent my early years, but I grew up in Smith Grove, which is a small town right outside of there. And Smith Grove is like, you're going to make it fall. Smith Grove doesn't even have a stoplight. That's how small
It does
it is.
now.
I don't think it does.
Right
not
by
yet.
the McDonald's.
No, that's not a stoplight yet. They're thinking
Yeah,
about
it
putting
is.
it there. No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Nope. They're thinking about it. It's not. There's no stoplight. So that's how small it is. It's like 780 people, and it's been that for like 40 years. Like it's been bouncing 700, 725. You know, it's just in that range. But Smith Grove, you would think like, ugh, I wouldn't want to live here. But really and truly, Smith Grove is pretty nice. So you can't always judge a book by its cover. You know what I mean? Like you can't. It's funny because we were talking about Martinsville. Somebody asked the video, like, what do you think about Martinsville? And I think they were Indian American, and so I said I wouldn't. I mean, just from what I heard. And then somebody said they never.
Indiana.
Yeah, it's Martinsville, Indiana, and somebody said they never had any issues. Just recently, there was a post in the newspaper about, I forget exactly what it was, but someone being racially attacked in Martinsville.
An Asian doctor.
At a grocery store. So, or was it a convenience store? It was a convenience store. Mm-hmm. So it's like...
Yeah, like a gas station.
Certain places, yeah, that's a problem, but other places you never know. But personally, I would like to visit Orting. What I like is like the little small... What I will say about Puyallup is the small town vibe. So they're a little downtown. I like that. That's pretty cool. Orting has that, which is kind of cool. More what? No, you're going to be hyped up on sugar.
You need to eat your soup.
Yeah, the soup is good, actually. So, yeah, I think for us, though, we're going to be here at least for the next 5 years. I think. Unless something happens. You never know. Unless something happens, then we'll definitely move. One of the good things is the house in New Mexico being sold frees up a lot of things. So if you don't know, we sold that house a week ago, 2 weeks ago. It was a pretty fast process. So we sold that house. That frees up a lot for us, a lot less stress. And so now the only thing that we own is this. Excuse me. And the value of this home keeps going up, which is good. That's a good thing. So if we ever did decide to sell, we would be doing pretty good. What, baby?
My nose is stuffy and it hurts.
Did you take allergy pills?
Take allergy pill.
Olympia
or Vancouver would be nice. I could do Olympia.
Olympia is a little too small for me. I mean, Olympia.
Okay,
Olympia is a little too small.
Okay, but Orting?
Yeah, but
what? You make no sense.
No, but I do.
But you don't.
But I do.
But you don't.
Here's how I make sense. Hold on. Just walk with me down this path. Olympia, you're 30 miles from Tacoma. 30 miles. That's the only big city in Olympia, if we're talking about size, is not really a big city. It's at 40, maybe 53,000 people. 53,000 people is what, and that's what they're guesstimating, lives in Olympia. That's smaller than Bowling Green, Kentucky. That was Bowling Green when I left.
Okay, why don't you look up Orting?
Now, Orting, on the other hand, is even smaller. But when you look up Orting, it is not far from Tacoma. That's the difference. So it's a far-flung suburb of Tacoma. That's why it's only 8,000 people in Orting. Okay. But it is also, it's in Pierce County, which is where we are, and it's not far from Tacoma.
But with traffic, it's like 40 minutes.
I mean, it's not that bad.
No, I work with, he doesn't work with me anymore, but I worked with somebody who lives in Orting and commuted to Tacoma. With traffic, it can be like 40 minutes.
So, and then they have the Daffodil Parade there, different things. So, yeah, I mean, personally...
Go back up to the demographics.
It's sparse. It's sparse. I mean,
87.9% white.
that's basically 88.
1.5% African
She
American.
is, Travis. That's the thing,
What?
Travis. The thing is, here's the thing with Noe.
Okay.
If okay, for example, this wallet is black.
You ever move, I got first dibs on our house.
This wallet is black, right? But Noe will sit here and try to say, well, there's a little gray in it. She
Well,
plays.
it depends on how the light hits
She
it.
plays. She plays devil's advocate.
But that's not playing devil's
All the time.
advocate. How is that playing devil's advocate?
It's not, but I mean,
Okay, 1.3% Asian, 1.5% African American.
yeah,
Bruh.
yeah, but I mean, I'm not like, to me that it's not that big.
To
of
me,
a,
that's like living in Martinsville.
It's not that. I think Martinsville has more diversity, actually.
Martins.
Hold on a second. Martinsville has 12,000 people.
Okay, the demographics.
It's not even listed. They're like, forget it.
Because they don't want anybody.
Oh no! Holy moly!
Right?
Holy smokes, man!
Okay, Martinsville, Indiana, 97.5% white.
0.2% bros. I mean, 0.2% of me's.
So Martin, just for reference, Martinsville is
That's
pretty
okay.
much central between Bloomington, Indiana, which is where Indiana University is,
Great university.
without IU, Bloomington wouldn't be any. It's definitely a college town. So Martinsville sits between Bloomington and Indianapolis.
But look at this. The population has improved. See that? It went from that to that. That to that. It's changed a little bit. That 1%'s a little bit. That's something. It's 1% change. But anyway, yes, I would live in Ording. I wouldn't have a problem living in Ording.
Look at Raleigh's demographics.
Raleigh, though, is probably very.
I feel like they have a decent black population.
There's quite a bit of
It's
diversity
South.
there. Research triangle. Of course, the girls are fighting.
3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. 57.5% white, 29.3%,
30%
Black.
basically, yeah.
4.3% Asian American. Oh, and they break it down. Ooh, 0.5% Korean. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's the South, so I wouldn't live there.
There's not a lot of skyline though. I know that's silly.
Is Raleigh the capital? No, Charleston is the capital, right? Or is that a different
See,
Carolina?
Raleigh is one of those cities that just blew up because look back in the day, it wasn't that big.
I have an unhealthy obsession with Washington. I'd rather live in South Seattle than New York, Philly, LA, or San Diego. Hey, I would take that. I would live in San Diego. When I was younger, I would have
live in
lived in
San
New
Diego.
York.
Yeah, I can't do.
When I was younger, but not now.
LA, I would.
Charleston
LA,
is South Carolina.
LA, I could
Oh,
do.
so you're North Carolina. North Carolina,
Stop.
come on it.
Stop. No.
Bring
But
it up. You can't just cut me off.
yeah, what's the capital of North Carolina? I used to know this. State capital. Yeah, Raleigh is the state capital of the city. It's the state capital.
Yeah.
No, I could
South
definitely
Carolina. Isn't that Bismarck?
live. No, that's North Dakota. That's like Bismarck. Hi guys, how's homeschooling? How's the garden coming along? Hi,
Hey,
new
new
mommy.
mommy. We haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you.
Homeschooling. You can't see it because I'm in a different chair. It's kind of like it's going.
It's going.
It's going. I mean,
Their last day is June 19th.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. In our garden.
It's coming. I had to convince Noe to do it. Like she just wasn't really into it. And I'm like, dude, like get started because you're gonna have
okay.
regrets.
A little bit about me. in Strengths Quest, if you've ever done Strengths Quest,
My back is losing strength.
I know. I am an activator. So I like to get the ball rolling. I like to get things going.
But she doesn't keep pushing the ball.
Because that's somebody else's job to come along and do.
Where's my little ball at? Where did it go?
This one?
Yeah.
I've been playing with it.
So you can't see it, but she can get it rolling. Well, she'll get it started, but she won't keep pushing it.
And then I'll get another ball, and I'll get that ball rolling.
And it's up to someone else to push it.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
That's why we're great business partners.
But...
Sometimes I push stuff back on her, because I'm like, why don't you just do it?
But yeah, no, we have stuff planted. We have corn, beans,
Of course,
squash, watermelon, if that even does anything.
I think it will. I mean, it's still kind of cool.
Tomatoes, carrots, but I don't think the carrots are going to do anything.
I think they will. It's really been so.
But you haven't seen like that when I pulled that kale out of there. It was just a whole bed, a web of roots from the kale. I don't think there's enough nutrients.
Oh, exactly. Well, we can pour some fish oil.
Pour some. Oh,
stop.
So
I can pour some of that.
Tomatoes and zucchinis, sweet peas.
The tomatoes are doing pretty good.
And strawberries. Our strawberries.
I actually saved the strawberries because they branched off into this pot somehow, and they just start growing like this little plant.
I let weeds take over our strawberry patch.
So I moved them and put them in a whole different area, and so now they're like taking off. They got little strawberries on them. We're not gonna have the bounty that we normally have, but we will have quite a few.
The raspberries are doing gangbusters.
Yeah.
So I will have a ton of raspberries this year, and our blueberries are doing well.
Yeah.
Because I just planted the blueberries last summer. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so everything's just kind of, it's going.
I think that I think you were concerned more about having the time.
Yeah.
Because of the studio. But I'm like, gardening is
and now I just don't have the meditation. Now I just don't have the motivation. I don't know. I'm just kind of lackluster in a lot of things. I mean, I think that's pretty normal. What? You look so serious.
No, I'm just looking at you. I'm trying to find
I think
where
just given the circle. Yeah, I'm looking at you, so I'm not looking at the. But I think just kind of lackluster in everything, and I think that's just the general attitude I've had. There are times where, not that I get manic, but I'm like kind of on a high and like, ooh, okay, like let's get things done. Let's do this. I get excited, but that doesn't last long.
It's like, man, I keep shrinking. Like, can you pull down on it, bro? I can't. This chair sucks.
I told you.
Charlotte's our biggest city.
I'm going to the mountains this weekend to celebrate my son's birthday. Be prepared for pictures. Yay! That's awesome.
Definitely.
I've been trying to get him to go out someplace. Not to like a store, but to like the nature.
Okay, here's the thing. So she wants to, if there's a beach, and I said it today, if there's a beach, and you know how like some people sit kind of close together, and then there's like this open spot. She won't go to the open spot. It's just like in a movie theater. She'll go right where there's like a pack of people, and you're sitting like this on a stranger. Me, I like to go where there's no one, and I like to sit there, and she doesn't do that.
But people have designated like that's the good sand, right? That's like where the good stuff is. There's not like big old stinky piles of washed up seaweed and dead jellyfish, which is where he wants to go and sit. I want to go sit where it's a good sand and where you have easy access to everything. So yeah,
That's not true.
that is true. You
true.
would sit on a big old steaming pile of stinky seaweed before you'd sit next to where there's people.
Well, she wants to be right there where there are people and their kids and people changing clothes. I'm like, ugh, nah. I'd rather go over here by myself.
What about living in Florida? That was a thought that we had,
she almost had an
9 years ago or so, but no. If I did, I would live in Miami.
Boom. I would live in Miami in a heartbeat.
We know you'd live in Miami.
What? That has nothing to do with anything.
I found someone's shoes.
It's
Okay.
sunny there.
Uh-huh.
I found someone's
They're allowing restaurants to open if they have 50% capacity or less as of today.
That's
Um,
in
Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
I recommend hiking Cougar Mountain in Issaquah. Great hike. We've actually never done any hikes here. We haven't.
What do you mean
So-
by hiking, though?
Like going to a mountain
Oh,
and
that's
like
different.
doing a
That's-
mountain trail. Not like putting spikes on and like climbing gear. I'm talking like walking belay on belay. Like
Man, you must have had a lot of rum or something.
no, it wasn't. What's the first thing you guys are going to do once all the restrictions are lifted?
Do what I do now.
Which is nothing.
But getting the shop back up and going.
Yeah,
that's what
getting
I'm
the
gonna
studio going, going on a date,
do. Yes.
going to the Koi. I want to go to the Koi so bad.
If you guys haven't been,
Or in Rama.
I mean, and even though it's a plug,
I don't care. I'll plug them all day.
the Koi downtown Tacoma, bomb.
Sushi and Japanese.
Bomb.
They have other stuff other than just sushi.
The
So
food is just ridiculously good.
they're
Even
chicken
if
karaage.
you're not into sushi, they have other stuff. It's just ridiculous, and you will spend a lot of money. I tell you another place that I can't wait to go to, and that's Keys on Main. Keys on Main, McMenamins, and the Koi. That's all you need to do. That's your date night. If you're looking for a date night, that is the perfect date night. Bring a little bit of money because it gets a little pricey, but
Yeah.
that is
Let's see. I hate Florida. Florida sun turned my legs into hot dogs for a week. Florida sun has turned me purple before, so
Texas. What about
Texas?
Texas?
Land is
Land's pretty cheap, and it's cheap to live.
no.
I
No.
hear Texas frowns kind of on interracial relationships. So
I can't do Texas.
do they drive
Wegu can
reckless
win.
in Texas?
Yeah, and all your exes live in Texas.
So we're mixing a country song and a hip hop song.
Yep. Oh, Travis and Wegu. Oh, it's so cute. Look, they're talking. I'll be staying in Tacoma next time. I'm in Washington. Let's get Koi with our families.
Yeah, the Koi. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong, Travi, because the food is
Freaking bomb.
it's good, but you get big portions.
And if you
too.
can go during lunch, they have a lunch bento.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's ridiculous.
It's so good. It's like
good.
$15.
It's good.
Any predictions as to what will happen this fall? I'll still be working from home.
Yeah, she's gonna be home pretty much for the rest of the year.
I've been told kind of that we're like on a flex thing, but
What was that?
indefinitely. I need more to drink now.
I
I'm
did
like
too.
feeling the flow. Have you found that you are praying more?
I wouldn't say praying more, Christina, but talking more to my mom.
Just
So-
being more reflective.
Yeah,
Definitely.
So the 21st of this month was my mom's birthday. We share the same day, just different months. Mine's January, hers is in May. So talking to her a lot, just about what's going on, and just kind of anytime that I'm kind of wound up, that's what I do. If meditation doesn't work, which sometimes it does, the heavy things I talk to my mom about.
Yeah, I've just been a lot more reflective and kind of in my thoughts, kind of thinking about like silver linings of things and of situations, and trying to, well, realistically trying to go through the grieving process of what this whole situation has been, but also thinking about how thankful I am that, like I've said it before, like I am. Not that we ever wanted to lose them, but I am thankful that neither one of our moms had to go through this, because his mom had cancer and so was already compromised
Many other health
physically
issues,
from
too.
that. So that would not have been good. And for her to have to go through that alone would have been completely terrible. And so then my mom was in a memory care facility. So for her to have gone through that alone, but also for my dad to have had to withstand that, not being it, because he went there every single day to visit her. And if that happened now, like he would not have been able to visit her. So for them to have not had to go through this, and for our families not have to go through that, it makes me thankful that
it's
you
a
know,
weird blessing
it
in a
is.
way. You know what I mean? It's a weird blessing.
I'm drinking Japanese beet ashi. It's yummy.
Is it yummy?
Was told. Ooh, I got
Japanese
makgeolli.
Japanese beer.
Oh,
Ashi. I've had that, didn't I? When Helen and George was here? Or did I not? I had a beer of some sort.
I don't know.
Oh.
I was told yesterday that I need to get to Korea before October. I may have to wait until next year to move there.
That's a pretty... I mean, that's a huge decision, obviously. If it were me, I would do it. I mean, to be honest with you, if I had to go to Korea to live, I would definitely jump on that opportunity.
Oh, I think
Personally.
if we were to live in Korea, I would either want to live in Busan or Jeju Island.
Islands, for some reason, I've been really attracted to islands. Maybe because they're kind of secluded. That's just my nature. I figure that people can't get to you as easily.
Also, goods can't get to you as easily either.
True. Not that I'm like running from people or afraid of anything. It's just like I like to have like less people. I want to be near population centers, but like kind of secluded. So yeah, that's kind of because of like Vashon Island.
I guess I'll finish my makgeolli.
That stuff's strong. Do you mind getting me a little extra stuff?
Oh yeah.
I'll keep this going. So that's why I like Vashon Island, which I haven't got the chance to go to yet. When she went to Vashon, she saw a bunch of cool stuff. In Haiti, Loganov Island, which is pretty awesome. They're trying to build the tourism there. I like that. Here, I like some of the other islands and stuff like that. So yeah, I think if I could live in Korea, it would be Jeju Island. Again, it's due to Hirori's bed and breakfast. We watched that entire Netflix series, so it was pretty cool. Let's see, Sapporo. Sapporo is good. Maybe I had Sapporo. That could have been what I had. I'm getting stuff together for my visa right now. I hope to be there by September at the latest. Definitely keep us informed, Weiguken. That would be pretty interesting. I wish you did videos because that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. Weiguken's thinking about moving, getting everything done by September.
Oh dang.
Wow, you loaded this all the way up to the top.
So this is what I got when I went to H Mart last time.
Speaking of H Mart, we have some neighbors that just moved in next door. It's an Asian family, and they go to H Mart all the time. It's like, so I'm like, please, no, you got to go there more often.
Oh dang, yes, Travis.
I'm getting stuff together for the visa. Do you guys hear about the wrestler who was
Hannah.
at Tara's house? I thought she would make a video about that yet. I can't make a video about it yet, Travis. Partially because, not because there's any restriction, obviously. Part of it is because of the fact that this is a show that I've watched for a long time. This young girl, like, we really and truly keep in mind too, I'm old enough to be her dad. So I think of stuff like that. Like, I think about, like, man, 22 is so young. I'm thinking about when I was 22, like, I was so sure of things. I thought this and that. But then when you get older, you realize you don't know nothing. You don't realize how life can change and ebb and flow. And then just what happened was just super tragic. And then I did post something on Facebook about online bullying. I posted it twice about her story, but yeah, that's something I'm going to have to wait a little while on to talk about.
She just was so
She was one of my favorites. She was very sweet, very
and I thought
talented.
it was so cool that because we also like watching Glow. You know, the gorgeous ladies of wrestling.
Yeah.
And it just was so cool. Like, oh wow, this is actually something that they do. And I felt like she came on there, one, to kind of help defy like stereotypes, that you can still be a feminine woman even in, you know, and do a profession like what she does. And it was
you know, the one
awful.
scene that I remember her in, it wasn't that long ago, because in America we're delayed in terms of what we're seeing, but remember when she was like spying on the date? And
Yes.
She popped her head up
with her pink hair.
with her pink hair, and he's like, yeah, I noticed the hair. So yeah, I will talk about it.
She was 22. She fits right into. So my whole thing, like especially with 20-year-olds, right? Like, or when you're in your early 20s, your brain doesn't, your prefrontal cortex, your frontal lobe, which is where all your critical thinking and decision making and all of that happens, is not officially like gelled until your late 20s, like 26, 27. Which, if you think about it, I don't know like how many of you are in your 20s, but if I think back on my life and what my life looked like from my early 20s to my late 20s, vastly different.
Yeah.
My 20s were the most tumultuous decade of my life. And I hope I never have another decade like my 20s again. Yeah. But like thinking like, I mean, the age group of 18 to 24-year-olds is of the highest risk of suicide. At least that's what it used to be. It may be a different
Especially
age group now. But it just is terrible. And yeah, I mean, that kind of consumed my day yesterday, just looking stuff up online.
It was just tough. And I still looked at stuff last night. I couldn't sleep really. I know this, some people would say like, why? Because, you know, this happens all the time, blah, 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 blah. Maybe. But it's just, this is tragic because I've seen a lot of stuff like this from, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a young girl who was bullied a little bit, and she filmed what she did, and she was only 12. You know what I mean? Like, that stuff when you have a child, like, that stuff bothers you. So yeah, that's something that we will definitely, I'll do a video on a little bit later, but yeah, we missed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we got consumed. I wish I could afford Vashon Feels Bad. Oh,
you know, the thing is that with Vashon Island, this is a place that I told Noelle about a while back, way before I think that we even was thinking about moving down to Tacoma. I was thinking about Vashon Island. Why? Because it's an island.
Do you remember what my excuse was?
Yeah, I remember your excuse. So she's been there a few times because of work. And so Vashon Island has some of the same things that we were talking about. One, it has like a lot of little bitty tiny towns. Vashon Island's pretty big. It's a pretty big area. Then I get to thinking about Hiyori's bed and breakfast. I keep going back to that because I can imagine having a bed and breakfast there. You know, living in part of it and then having a bed and breakfast and that type of thing. Like, that would be so cool. So yeah, I would like to have, at the time back in Seattle when we were living there, it was more affordable to find something on Vashon. Now that's changing. That's changing. I mean, even here, the home prices, I got a ping the other day, or I think it was yesterday, that the home value has went up quite a bit. So, I mean, on all the metrics, home value here, our house has went up quite a bit. So,
can you see yourself moving back to Seattle? Fiscally, I don't see it happening. Financially, would I move back to Seattle? I would move. I would move back to the area where we lived, like in North Seattle. I really liked it. What? Wait, what? This is okay. This is news to me. What?
I don't know. I don't know. If you would have asked me last year, I've been like, yep. I don't know. That's it. I don't know.
Dang!
I really don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because we haven't talked about this in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. That's a good question.
I still miss the daggone Fred Meyer on 85th Street.
Yeah, like there's
Like,
there's a lot of conveniences. Don't get me wrong. Like Seattle has a lot of conveniences, has a lot of great things, a lot of cool things, a lot of opportunity, a lot of different things for you to do. But there's also a lot of headache. So,
Wow.
I don't know.
I'm shocked.
I'm on the because there's a lot of things happening here. If Tacoma was the way it was when we first moved here, then yeah, I'd say Seattle. But things are starting to wiggle around now. That comes with me doing a video just a few minutes ago talking about something that Tacoma should fix. But even with that, I would still say it's kind of hard. Maybe I would consider moving back.
They have some of the best orange juice and water in Jeju.
We talked about that way, Gookin. Yes, they do.
Start documenting stuff, get some pics on Discord. My fingerprints being apostilled is the hardest part, but I'm going to start talking to recruiters this week.
That's awesome. Let us know how that goes.
I'm a real life huge wrestling fan, so to lose oh my god, yes, that was terrible too.
Yeah.
I mean that was uncontrollable.
Yeah.
And like as a parent, right? From one aspect of that, this could be a kid. Well, she couldn't be my kid, but not yet.
You see that shade? Do you see that?
A little bit of shade.
No, do you see the shade?
But to the other guy who's like, no, please save my son. Like,
right. It makes sense because I would say the same thing. Online bullying is such a huge problem in East Asia. When I was in Korea, 2 people ended their lives because of it. Korea is now looking to prosecute people who do this, and it leads to this. I think that they should. I think there should be stuff done as well in terms of social media companies, because they can do a lot, and they're not.
Yeah. Well, and then, it's like I look back on the post from the Terrace House when they posted about the episode, and this was 8 weeks ago or so, and I read the comments that these people posted. Most of them are in Japanese, so I can't read them, and there was no translate. Sure. But a lot of them, the ones that were in English, were awful, and like
there was an adult film actress named August Ames. Same thing happened. She was about the same age, I believe. And same thing happened a few years ago. And she did the same thing because of online bullying. And, again, you have, and this happens, unfortunately, every day, many times a day. These are 2 famous people who this has happened to. And I don't really have any faith that anything's going to change in terms of social media and the law, to be honest with you, which is sad. It just makes us worry, and especially given that we have 3 young girls, it makes us worry, and that's one of the reasons why we don't allow them to go online much.
She does scratch the door on your guys' door. It hurts.
You okay?
You okay, sweets?
Okay. Uh-oh. I'd give my leg for Studio North Seattle. So much shade.
Exactly. So
you don't hear the
Travis.
shade that gets.
You see, and it was quick. That was a quick jab. That's what she does. That's a quick one.
How did the 2 of you adjust to becoming adults in your early 20s? Did you 2 make a ton of mistakes? Oh Lord, Stephen. We're already 48 minutes in.
Right, go ahead, girls. Let me tell you about some of the mistakes I made. I made quite a few. First off, I got married in my early 20s.
So did I.
But I don't know if I would consider it it was a mistake, but it was a mistake that needed to happen.
I mean, and that's the one thing that as tumultuous as my 20s were, a lot. Hey, Joey, how's it going?
Hey, Joey.
As tumultuous as my 20s were, a lot of what I went through, I had to go through. And I get it. Like, I had to go through that so I could get on the other side and be where I'm at today.
Right.
But I just went through so much crap. And so I feel like in terms of being a mentor to other people, and like I have a lot of coworkers who are, well, all my coworkers are younger than me now.
How does that feel?
I mean, it's fun. They keep me young. But just being able to pass on advice of like, hey, you know, like I let this go, or I allowed this to happen, but looking back on it, like I shouldn't have. So like just take that advice for whatever it's worth, kind of stuff. So but I made a lot of mistakes. Herschel and I both talk a lot about like how we wish we would have met each other
But
in our early
we wouldn't have
20s,
been
but
prepared.
we were not ready for each other at that point.
I mean, I just grew up last year, so it's.
You
like...
sure about that? Last year? You sure not?
All right, well, folks, it's been nice. I appreciate you. I appreciate you tuning in. You gotta be rude. Just throwing shade, just throwing left hooks and right hooks.
You know I love you.
But no, I mean, to be honest with you, it would have been great to have started life earlier together, obviously.
We probably would have had 5 kids. We would have 4 if it wasn't life-threatening for me. But anyway. Anyway, so on to Travis, or on to Joey.
I won't talk about it.
See, that's shade right there.
I won't
talk about it. I won't talk about it.
You know, the whole here I was trying to be a gentleman and saying, so
what?
If we would have got started earlier dating each other, the kid count probably would be a little bit higher.
Stop it! Stop it!
I won't say nothing. Trying to keep this as PG as I can.
There's a Korean reaction channel.
Am I?
Oh, Korea is looking to make people register to post on comment boards so they can track people who bully online. They have a similar system for watching violent videos and buying certain
See,
video
here's
games.
the thing that irritates me about here. How come Korea is about the size of Kentucky? Okay? It's not a big country. Okay? It's not a huge country. Yet we can't do the same things here that some of what Korea has done. I don't get it. Like, they're always beating us at pretty much everything.
Well, that's because that's taking people's rights away, don't you know?
But I agree. I think that that's something that we should do. I've long said that. I think that even YouTube allows certain content and channels. They get more upset about boobs or legs being shown or a butt, but they don't care about when people make some of those horrible comments ever. And there was just something that popped up that just reinforced what I just said. See, this is.
You want to tell them what it was?
No, it's okay. They don't need to know. Let's see. I'll give. Korea's looking for. It's Korea. Okay, what's the Korean reaction channel?
Joey,
tell us what it is.
Dang it! That sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Joey.
So you're still in Detroit then,
Michigan.
right? You're not in Canada right now, correct?
I thought he had moved.
Well, but they closed it down to non-residents.
Oh, that's right.
And he's on a visa.
That's right.
Yeah, libertarians like me are always like, don't tread on me, getting in the way of progress. LOL. What was it? I'm still in Southeast Michigan.
So here's what I like about Travis.
What?
And I said this before. Travis and I, because Travis was at first on Discord.
What was it that you said on Facebook? Puke.
Well, Travis.
She's a pile of puke.
Because thank you, new mommy. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you so much.
Thank you for that super chat.
Yes.
So Candace Owens.
The channel is called Reacting. That's cool.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up.
React thing.
So yeah, I could spend all day talking about her, but I won't.
Yeah,
just
don't
not
give
my
her homage.
just not my cup of tea. She's just not my cup of tea. She can have her opinions and views. There are certain things that might be said that some people may say is kind of true, sure, but she's just not really my cup of tea. What was it? Oh, I was saying what I like about Travis. What I like about Travis is that we can agree to disagree, right?
To make you popcorn.
He was afraid at first, I think a little bit, that he would come off a certain type of way, but I'm like, look, I like people who have a different point of view. That's the only way you can grow. Doesn't mean that your vision and your opinion is right. Doesn't mean that mine's right. But I like to have people around me that's not going to think the same way. You know what I mean? Like, I like that. I like being challenged that way.
It prevents you from being in an echo chamber.
Right.
And you can't grow in an echo chamber.
I have a friend that lives in Mexico. We have similar views on certain things, but there's one thing that we sit and argue about, and we push each other's buttons.
He lives in New Mexico, folks.
Did I say New Mexico?
You said Mexico.
Oh. So, and this is the person, if you want a mixed drink.
Hi!
So, he lives in New Mexico, and we don't agree on certain things. And so we argue and play back and forth. But really and truly, I value that because he makes me think critically about things. I make him think about things in a certain way. And so I just value that. And so, you know, Travis left a comment about someone who's, I guess, famous. And so he likes them, but I don't. I really don't. And so I said my view of them, and he was cool with that. See, I like that. And I was cool with the fact that he likes them. So
not right now.
I like that. I'm going to look up reacting so I can add that. Do you have to make that sound?
I do. I mean, it's...
I don't know if I can get down with it. Are you going to get more of this? Do they have different flavors?
They do.
What is this? Just basic?
Just basic. Plain.
You haven't gotten soju in a while.
I know. Well, I've only been to H Mart once since the
Soju.
whole...
You can go... like that I support. Because they have gimbap.
Okay.
Oh, gimbap. I especially the ham.
Popcorn?
Yes.
Mama, Papa, can we watch a movie in your guys' room? Because it's hot in our room. Like, really hot.
Now Sweets is getting in on it. You hear?
Yes!
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so have you had the fruit soju? Yes. Yes. I like the apple and I like the peach.
1 or 2?
If 2's gonna make you happy, then make 2. Okay, now skedaddle. Skedaddle. I'm allowing them to make
Popcorn.
yeah.
You can't even really? It's not that. It's 6%.
I'm a lightweight, okay? I'm a lightweight.
6%.
Soju's less than $1.50 a bottle in Korea. Yeah, it's like $3.50, $4 a bottle here.
Ugh.
So sweet, yeah. They love using the Google. Well, now it's down to the rice shards. Have you guys ever had makgeolli?
Based on my face, I'm sure they're not going to want to. Yes.
Arteris Dewberry, what's up?
Yes, I do.
Sometimes.
She doesn't do it as much. I still do. I still play it. And what's cool is by the studio, there's like a
Gym.
A gym. A Pokemon gym. So, yes.
Are we friends on Pokemon Go?
Him and I are.
You are?
Yeah.
Why aren't we?
No, that's just how it works.
Please.
They want somebody that knows what they're doing.
They
when it
like
comes
me
to
better
Pokemon.
than you.
Maybe.
No.
You're more interesting. I'll be right back again.
I'm funnier.
Yeah.
You're more informative. I am. I'm funnier.
I have
Animal
more
Crossing. We don't have the.
I'm trying to get her to get the
We don't
system,
have the
but she won't do it.
Switch.
She won't do it.
It's equal.
How about I give you a... That might be an anniversary gift.
But that's a gift for you. I'm not a big video gamer.
But that's kind of, Helen's like that's kind of like a girly thing.
We'll talk. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I think I would like Animal Crossing, but I don't know. We haven't gotten the Switch yet because we have the PS4, and I haven't been completely convinced yet that we should sink the money into the Switch. But I'm open, so it's equal. I'm assuming that's equal, that we're both just as cool as the other one. Makgeolli is okay. I like beer and soju better. Strawberry soju is very good also. Ooh, I'll have to look for the strawberry one next time. Switch is the best system. Okay, Arteris, sell me on it. Let me know why I need to get the Switch. Travis, see, Herschel's got me calling you Travi too, even though I know it's Travis. Sell me on it. Why would I like the Switch? I do like that the Switch has Tetris, and I like Tetris. So I do like that. I'm just not a big video gamer. Like, I just am not. I tried to do Apex Legends one time, not my thing at all. I do like on PS4, I like Starlit Adventures. I like Overcooked. So you can use it for Facebook, and you can play old school NES and SNES for free. Ooh, can I play Tyson Punch-Out? Because I do love me some classic Tyson Punch-Out. And do you remember on Tyson that there was a watermelon guy at the very end, and he'd spit seeds at you? Do you guys remember that? But I use my phone for Facebook, so I don't really need or want another thing for Facebook. Play Riot on the Switch. It's surprisingly fun. Tell me about Riot. Let me look it up. Animal Crossing is so good. Okay, I've heard a lot about Animal Crossing. I mean, like, from everybody. Ooh, I do like strategy games. Okay, Joey. Okay. Waiting for the PS5, honestly. See, I don't want a new I don't want the new PS5 to come out, because then I don't want my stuff to be obsolete. That's the whole thing. It's like, dang. That's like what happens when you get a new phone, right? Like, you're like, okay, cool, I got the newest, greatest, and then they're like, introducing the newest, greatest, and you're like, dang it. Punch-Out was amazing. Yes, Punch-Out was amazing. I loved it. Let's see. So Riot. Oh, that's Riot Games. Is there a game actually called Riot? Get a Switch so you can play Punch-Out. Okay. If you go to Korea, they don't have a lot of regular coffee. Regular coffee is usually an Americano. I love Americanos. Don't go to Starbucks or Paris Baguette, since it's expensive. Smaller shops cost $1 a cup. Nice. You're waiting for PS5 also. Check out Unreal Engine 5 on YouTube. It'll change your mind. It'll change my mind?
I have Unreal Engine 4, don't I?
See, they're talking about PS5, and I'm like, come on, don't do that to me, because then it feels like my technology or your technology is obsolete.
That's not true. We can get one for downstairs.
Oh, stop. We already have a PS2 that's like
the girls.
Basically only an internet or a streaming machine at this point. Riot, Civil Unrest.
Man, so you guys need to come onto our Discord and post these so that we can actually have them, because this is gonna go away.
So they're trying to convince me to get a Switch because I can play NES and SNES.
Keep going.
Keep coming with those super chats, and maybe we'll get
right.
Then we'll make videos playing.
True. I actually have a video of me playing on Apex Legends. I gotta actually upload it.
What's our Discord?
It is. Hold on.
Let's see. Riot Civil Unrest. I'm switching over to PC gaming. Been on console forever. Oh, so
PC
yeah,
gaming is cool.
because they're saying I can play Punch Out, and I do love me some Punch Out.
What's
and they
Punch-Out?
remember Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh yeah.
And they remember the watermelon guy that spits the seeds at you.
Really?
Yes. See, he never remembers the fun stuff. Switch is high demand. You can't even buy it. Oh, really?
It's hard. It's hard to. I found where you could.
I thought I could get it at like Target or Best Buy.
You might.
I like
It probably depends on market too.
I like when they give you the bundles and it's like you get something and something extra. Although we did that with the PS4 and it was Spider-Man, which we don't play Spider-Man.
I like it though.
But you don't ever play it.
I know. Yeah.
Scalpers have been running wild since COVID-19. Yeah. Ooh, I hope that doesn't get us disqualified.
You said it once before. I think you're fine.
Okay.
They do it differently a little bit now. As long as you don't keep saying it, you're good.
I can see rice at the bottom. Can you see the rice at the bottom?
No.
Can't see it?
Water or liquid.
Oh, because you weren't looking into the light. Never mind. Let's see. Scalpers, you two should play Kirby Superstar. Travis, thank you so much. Use all of my donos for ride along gas money. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. PS5 and the new Xbox is supposed to be the last physical consoles. The new cloud systems will allow you to switch between your phone, tablet, and PC and keep the game going seamlessly.
What?
Whoa, mind blown.
Our Discord's posted right there.
That's why the Switch has been hard to find. Or Yoshi's Crafty Woods. See, I love...
Their stuff is
I
pretty
do
cool.
appreciate Nintendo because they have a lot of the cutesy stuff. And, I like cutesy stuff. So, that's cool. Discord link. Yes, please join. There's usually conversation going on every day. So... that's awesome. Yeah, Travis, I've been trying to think of my next driving adventure should be. The only thing is we've got a tire and I just haven't wanted to go to the tire shop because I don't want to have to wait while they repair it. So I haven't been wanting to drive too far. That's why you should get a Switch. Okay, they're working hard on me on the Switch thing.
I appreciate it. I literally had it in the cart, and she wouldn't do it. I had it in the cart, ready to go, and she just wouldn't do it.
Oh, yeah, I was supposed to look that up, Joey. I'm sorry. I was like, oh, why is my phone on? Okay, bear with me. Hang on. Riot Civil Unrest. Indie video game Riot Simulator based on... Oh, it's a Riot Simulator. Oh, Civil Unrest. That makes sense. Oh, you can get it on the computer too, because it's on stream. Okay, let's see. Strategy game where you play rioters or the police. When you're the rioters, you have to cause as much damage as possible, and you have to strategize based on police presence. Oh, okay. I still have the first Nintendo, an N64, and a 2600 Atari. No way! That's crazy! If you're the police, you have to stop the riot without hurting citizens. Interesting. Once I edit out my ex-fiance, I'll be re-uploading my Washington vacation video. It will be much shorter this go-around. Okay. Done. I added the UE5 link on your Discord. Oh, the thingy.
Cool.
Unreal, whatever.
Nice.
What was I gonna say? There was something that I... Oh, so it's kind of, Joey, I play, Plague Inc. on the phone, which is like you're trying to create...
This plague.
A plague. What, start out as bacteria, right? Or virus.
You start out as bacteria.
and you
And then
try
you go
to
I can't say
change.
I'll fall off this, especially after having some whiskey.
You try to change the factors of how it's spread, how contagious it is, while the countries are trying to come up with a cure. So you're trying to battle that and change things up and change things out and stuff. So I do play that. So civil unrest may be something up my alley.
What is that on though? Civil unrest.
It's on the Switch.
I love you guys. Love you guys. That's all I can say. Funny question. What's the question?
Let's hear it. Why'd the chicken cross the road? I've got this stupid song. Do you ever get tired of your husband playing games for hours? No.
I play for hours. Do I play for hours?
There's sometimes that I get a little like, okay, like I want to do something with you now, or I want to watch something together, but no. I mean, I know what he's doing. I know, like, now he wants me to watch him more than what I do, and I just don't, because if he's playing, then I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna like play these games on my phone, or I'm gonna color on my phone, or whatever. I'm gonna surf. But he like wants me to watch him and like watch him play Apex and stuff, and sometimes it makes me nauseous. Like that, sometimes that's a lot of like I can't play some of the games because it's just too bleh. But no, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, I bought him a gaming computer because he played PC games so much, and I actually was looking at buying him a gaming chair because his chair broke, and if office.
There's another video that they're talking about that.
Oh,
sure.
Well, and I'm like, if an office chair is similar to the same price as a gaming chair, then I might as well just buy a gaming chair. So I don't mind it. It keeps him home. I know where he's at. Not that I like worry about that, but it doesn't really bother me. You'll love Animal Crossing. It's an addiction for those who play. Okay. Is it easy to play and like get things that you want without like having to buy stuff?
Sorry. Holy crap, that's a game.
That's a game? They took actual footage. This is like real video.
I don't know.
It's gotta be.
So we're watching from Discord, we're watching what you posted for Unreal Tournament 5.
Sorry. Wow, I'm surprised. I know a lot of couples argue about one-person games for hours per day. No, it doesn't really. I just kind of go about and do my own thing and
that is
whatever. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, I want to play.
I'm watching it.
And we'll race together. We do play a racing game, and we play Uno together.
That's pretty fun.
And
you get so
Monopoly,
pissed.
But Monopoly doesn't always go so well.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
He wants to cheat me, okay?
Look at that.
He's not a good Monopoly player.
That's not true.
No, he wants to cheat me out. He wants all the Monopolies, and he wants me to like, and I want one, and I'll try to give him a fair trade, and then he's like, well, I'll give you this, or you give me that, and you give me $5,000, and I'm like, no.
One of these times we'll set up a live.
Oh my God, that's what they want us to do.
We'll do that, and you guys will see. She'll spend all her money. And then she wants me to make a crazy deal.
Listen. They can't see you. So in the Monopoly on PS4, it makes a property be purchased in that turn, whether it's you or the other person. And yes, you can put it up for auction, but why would you give it to the other person if you could afford it, right? Like, doesn't make sense. So, and I have tried to say going into it, you're not paying attention.
Sorry.
I have tried to say going into it that like, hey, let's agree that if I buy a yellow property and you land on one, like you just don't buy it. Or if you buy a green property, then I won't buy it. But it hasn't been that way.
See, she gets upset with me when I get all the colors just happenstance.
Because he gets all the
and I
freaking
put a house
monopolies.
on it. She gets mad at me. But that's the whole point. She gets mad at me.
But then he gets mad at me that I have to pay you rent.
So it's funny. It's funny. Monopoly can last for hours.
Usually we end it. I don't think I've declared bankruptcy.
Yes.
That UE5 demo is running at 1440p at 30 FPS. It's a game demo.
Dang.
Do you get it? Okay.
Yeah.
Unreal 5, that's a game. You guys should play Mario Kart on live one day. I've never played Mario Kart.
What?
You've never played Mario Kart.
Yes, I have, back in the day.
You have?
Yeah.
Animal Crossing is a very casual, addictive game. Okay, this is what I've heard again. Or we all play Mario Kart
one
together.
of her good friends was talking about it.
We can have...
Oh my god, this looks
I have
so
Mario
real.
Kart on iPad. This chick I'm talking to. Ooh, Travis. Okay.
Yeah, I see you, Travis.
Yeah.
I see you, Travis.
Wear a face mask. This chick I'm talking to is a Patriots fan. Oh God, you've got to end that. That's no good.
It's okay if she's a Patriots fan. She's used to a team that is just not as good as somebody else.
She asked me what color she should paint her nails. I told her lime green and navy blue. Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
That's why I like Travis.
By the way, who's older? Arteris, I'm offended. How does he not know?
He's talking about the baby hair.
What?
What? You gonna throw some more shade? Huh? You gonna throw some more shade?
Remember the horn?
Oh yeah, the dude. That's funny.
Okay. Let's see.
Look at that.
He's older. He's older. Way older.
No, I'm not. Way older. Not
You're in
much.
a different decade than I am.
Because I was at the end of a decade.
But I mean, you're in a different age decade. You're in a different age bracket.
I'm 4 years older than her.
He's older. Travis Hirsch is older. Yeah.
Travis.
Yeah. Mario Kart plus Buzzball is a great time.
Yes.
Oh, no.
We need to get some buzzballs.
Maybe. Yeah, we do.
We need to get some buzzballs.
Damn, that was fun. Buzzballs.
Buzzballs.
Woo. Patriots fans are greater than Cowboys fans. Oh God, Joey, I had so much love for you.
Oh.
I mean, I admit
I don't like either.
the Cowgirls. It's the Patsies versus the Cowgirls is who we're talking about, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just
The only thing that's lacking is
her
the character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything else is.
I mean,
sick.
that's not real.
Well, none of it's real. But I'm saying like that looks. That's insane. So I'm watching this whole demo, and it's pretty awesome.
Or a soju sample party instead of Buzzballs. Ooh. We need another Buzzball stream.
I agree.
Another Buzzball stream?
I agree.
I'm a Saints fan. I take Pats over Cowboys and Falcons any day. No, I cannot take... No. I'll take the Cleveland Browns over anybody.
In 2021.
Like, over... I just can't. The Patriots, I can't. It just... Ugh. Makes me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
See, I gotta get off this because I'm gonna end up watching stuff.
The Saints, okay, yeah. Cowboys, I mean, I don't really have issues with them. Sea chickens for life.
Yep.
Again, once you get a Switch, play Super Mario 3. I'm not real good at the Mario games.
Really?
No. I can't jump. And I can't...
I mean, it's the same thing over... Yeah,
Okay.
You can't. Because Starlet is a way for us to get into a fight. You'll see how frustrating it
Browns
is.
games are like going to a funeral. I mean, how are they still a team? How does Cleveland still have
They're
them?
offending a bunch of people.
What?
The Cleveland Browns, there's a lot of people that are like diehard fans.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, everybody jokes on the
a
Browns.
lot of them live in Cleveland.
They do? They don't live in Cleveland.
No, I'm saying a lot of people who like the Browns live in Cleveland.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, so you're offending a lot of people. I like Cleveland, by the way. Cleveland's a cool city. I remember when I first went to Cleveland. I went there with, well, not the first time, but when I went to
let
Cleveland.
me teach you Fortnite. He just deleted Fortnite.
I deleted it to get some more
No
space.
one cares what the Browns fans think.
I'm not a Browns fan.
I know.
But let me tell you, so I went to Cleveland and I loved the city. Just loved it.
Off topic,
Cleveland.
do you know a YouTuber named Michael?
No.
I don't.
Nicole. But Cleveland, the Cleveland Flats. Nice area.
What I
like
know
that.
about Cleveland is Drew Carey. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. Cleveland rocks. I've never been.
Look him up. Really?
What?
Can you help me find it?
Let's see.
Not right now. Use the water bottle that gets used for him.
Okay,
He never drinks out of it. Just use that bottle.
Nicole.
Misty! Hey! How's it
Hey,
going?
Misty.
She's a Washingtonian now.
Ooh.
Right? No, she's not. Lucy is.
Oh.
Sorry, Misty. Usually you and Lucy are on right around the same time. I've heard of him. Seems nice. He speaks Korean. I never get to see his wife. He lives in Korea, is married to a Korean woman, smaller channel, but good content.
And he's bigger than us. So
Yeah.
I can't call him smaller, but yeah. I will subscribe to him. So that's what I like. This is one of the things I like about social media. It seems
Michael, I bet.
I think I may have seen one of his videos once before. I like when someone, because just scanning through, none of his stuff is stupid. Like, I like that. So I can rock with that.
Unlike other people's.
Teach my Korean friend. Don't, you always get yourself in trouble.
What?
Travis
Wants to spread the gospel of Fortnite.
Really?
Misty Jordan, welcome back. Yeah.
You know what
I'm
my
pretty
thoughts
sure
are
he
about
deals
Fortnite.
with a lot of racism.
I'm sure he does too.
Isn't Fortnite the thing where you
He
like
builds stuff.
run into a house
It's similar.
and
to
then like
Apex.
you have to like build a fortress up, right?
You can. But see, there's people like Travis that get on there and wipe me out in like the first 30 seconds, and then I get frustrated. So then I'm done. But like Apex is different because like you still get people on there that just wipe you. It depends. Like right now, there's a lot of people who are. I know her. There's a lot of people who, because they come up with a new update, there's a lot of people on there, and it's just like you die within like 15 seconds. So I hate that because you got the really good people.
Whatever happened to the good old days of Duck Hunt?
The Wii, because we have a Wii also. We don't fire it up much anymore. But yeah, it has that on there. We love it. Because they even have it like where the ducks go by, and then there's cans, and then you can shoot aliens too. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, she's working on it. Husband and I have decided that we're moving to Seattle. Woo! Hopefully in the next year or so, maybe longer due to the
situation.
pandemic. Yes. You need a team to survive the first 10 minutes in Fortnite.
You do.
Guess what? Fortnite is on Switch too.
See, I like. This is good. This is good. This is good. See, at first,
See,
I was like,
you didn't want to do a live stream.
I didn't want to, but
This is why I love.
This is good.
Like, I don't know if you guys have watched any of the videos that I've done recently, but when I'm or like my potato video, if you guys watched my potato video, taters. Sorry. I was like talking and like expecting people to like respond back in the chat, and I'm like, damn, I don't like just doing a video.
See, I like a regular video.
No.
I can just boom.
I want a conversation. Like, because like how many like little like things has
So
our
see, here's the
conversation
thing.
had? Like so
Noelle
many.
should, with me, do a video every weekend, a live stream every Sunday.
I'm down with that.
Every Sunday should be a live stream.
Oh, Travis. That's almost like a double dog dare you kind of dare. Okay, so hey Hirsch, we play online on the old school Star Wars Battlefront 1.
Really?
I almost played solos because I'm a social recluse. You guys get a Switch, I'm getting a Switch.
Nice. Misty, so I'm drinking it's basically Jim.
No, that's Makers.
Okay, Makers Mark.
I didn't buy you Jim. I bought you Makers.
So listen, so this is
nothing against Jim because Jim's gotten me through a lot. But that's Makers.
This is Maker's Mark and Coke. So here's my whiskeys that I like. Gentleman Jack. So Crown Royal is there. Okay. So first, I would say if I'm mixing it with Coke, Hennessy. Only because Hennessy is just very, it's Hennessy. So Hennessy and Coke, Crown and Coke, Gentleman Jack and Coke, and then from there it's kind of a toss-up. So that's what I'm drinking. She's drinking Makgeolli.
I've got a mashup.
She has.
I had
everything.
this much left. Well, this much left of my Malibu. So I mixed that with a little bit of Coke, and then I had this much left of my Makgeolli. So I just finished that.
She does spike my drinks.
And
see, Travis is on it. He knows. If you notice, I was fine.
That's Joey.
No. Up here.
Okay, what are we drinking?
He spikes his
Noe
drinks.
special. She spikes his drinks, I'm sure.
So, when you come here and Noe makes you a drink, she's going to make you some gas. You can pour it in your car, and that car will go.
Hey.
Trust me. I had a friend.
I would be the bartender that everybody would love.
Exactly. She will make you some gas.
My place of employment might not love me as much, though.
It's just...
I love that Belvedere. I don't think we've ever had Belvedere.
I don't think we have.
Majoring in becoming a preschool teacher. Oh, that's so cool.
That's awesome.
Kudos to you because,
this is taught everybody
3 and 4 year olds. Ooh, yes. Lordy.
Yeah.
Gentleman Jack, that is the drink of choice back in my 20s when I used to drink alcohol.
Yes.
I'm a Patron and Red Bull.
So Travis is the type of guy I get in trouble with. Patron and Red Bull.
I finally finished my bachelor's of TESOL degree. Awesome. Super cool.
That is awesome. Patron and Red Bull. See, you're not in Patron much. There was a time, though, when we were in Patron.
We've got some Jose Silver in there.
It's not like Patron, though.
No. I gotta say, though, the Costco tequila was not bad. The Costco Silver.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it lasted us a while.
It did.
What am I gonna have now?
I've
got Jose Silver. We have Makers, and I've got Franzia. What should I drink next?
You can't drink Franzia. It is.
It's like 10.
It's 9:42.
What about that Remy VSOP?
See, Misty, these are just some good ideas.
What's VSOP though?
I don't know. You've never had it. That's why I said these are some good ideas.
Do you remember back in the day, and we had the Nuvo?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever drink Nuvo?
It's good.
It was good.
It's actually pretty good.
We had to search for it when that song came out. And it was pretty good. And pink.
It is good.
Let's see. Oh, same time? Where are you, Arteris?
Yeah.
I usually don't drink since I drive all the time, but once I move to Korea, I plan to make up.
Korea's the place. See, here's what I like. Here's my issue. Okay. In America, you don't find a lot of women that like to drink. You know what I mean?
He's in California.
Yeah. I'm not saying
West
drink.
Coast?
I'm not saying drink to pass out, but you don't find a lot of women that like to socially drink as a culture here. They really don't. in Korea and other places, like people really do like to socially drink, like drink.
Somac.
So I think Korea would be
I don't
cool.
think so. Okay, they haven't told me what I should drink yet, so I think I'm gonna crack open the Franzia.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I've had Malibu, a tiny bit of Malibu, not even enough for a shot. I've had
I
Makgeolli.
don't know if I would have wine though. On top of that,
I mean, I'm not anything right now.
see, I'm feeling it.
Well, yeah. I like sweet Walter red wine from Whole Foods. I'll have to look into that. I don't go to Whole Foods very much, though. I have a friend in Korea who used to drink 4 bottles of soju a night, but now she's cut back to 2.
Dang.
Soju is pretty easy to drink, though.
It is. Like, it doesn't really affect me. It doesn't really affect me.
Yeah, you're not susceptible to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that just don't. Nothing.
Can we? Yeah, we can, right?
I mean, I guess.
I don't know.
The
The
Mary J doesn't do nothing for me.
and it's annoying.
It doesn't do nothing for me.
Because I want
Never
it
has.
to. But
Never has, doesn't matter what form, it doesn't, nothing.
Somac is beer with a soju shot. Since Korean beer is weaker, it's necessary. Oh, why? Wow, I should travel to Korea, but my first choice is still Japan. Okay, Artemis, we need to like.
Japan
Okay, I'm
is.
gonna go get a drink.
Yeah.
We'll see what I get.
I probably need to fill up. So Japan is probably. See, Japan is something that is a place I've been wanting to go to. Obviously, you guys know that. Yeah, like we want to go to Korea, obviously, because Noel's Korean and that whole thing. But Japan is a place that I've always wanted to go to. I had a chance to go to Japan years ago. Something happened, and I couldn't. And so ever since then, I've been pissed that I missed out on the opportunity. But yeah, Japan has to happen within the next 5 years for sure, because it's just cool. Travis, when I roll on, I don't have enough alcohol to catch up with you guys. Yeah, Travis, like when I did the wine video where I was laughing, it wasn't really a wine video. It was actually a video that was
I'm gonna do shots.
not of that. Like Monster?
I might do tequila and Monster.
No, thank you.
Is this like what a 21-year-old would drink?
Um,
Okay, what if I miss?
Uh,
I'm gonna roll one. I don't have enough alcohol to catch up to you guys. I plan to visit Japan a lot after I move. It's only 2. Oh, so jelly.
I know. So Jelly Wiggle, you have to do videos, man. You have to do videos, or at least pictures. Like, there was this one guy who said, I forget exactly, he did a blog post about Japan. And he said, I'm just going to step out my door and I'm going to walk for 5 minutes, take a few pictures, turn the corner, he just moved there, take a few pictures and post what I see, right? So he moved to his location and all this. He had like a whole story about what happened, where he was moving from. He was moving to Japan. He was moving to a particular neighborhood in Tokyo. And his whole thing is that he didn't know where to go to take pictures. He was just going to take pictures. And he said, hey, I'm going to walk for 5 minutes. When my alarm goes off, I'm going to stop. I'm going to take pictures of whatever I see. I'm going to make a left. And then I'm going to start taking pictures, walk for 5 minutes, take pictures. And it was like, I was like blown away. Like, I was like, even though he didn't even plan really anything, it was like the most amazing thing. Like all of the pictures they had, the housing, there was even a house built out of a shipping container. It was a black shipping container that was sitting upright. I think there was a few attached, but it was like the coolest thing ever. Let's see. The box wine video was hilarious. It was. I think because the wine was hot and because I didn't have a lot of food in my stomach at the time, that played a huge factor. Like that wine is just, it's lethal. Japan's on my list of travel for sure. I don't think I could live there though. Such a different society. I don't know, Travi. You know, I think that I thought that too, but on the same token, I think that after you find that happy medium, I think it'll be, awesome. Yeah, obviously things are going to be totally different, but yeah, like I could move to Japan tomorrow. If Noelle got a job, if I got a job there, I could move to Japan tomorrow without even thinking about it. I would, hands down. Let's see, Chambord liquor and pineapple juice and vodka. You can thank me later. Hey, Misty Jordan has a whole lot of cool ideas.
Of what?
Just a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna have to write stuff down, Misty. So look at that.
Okay.
Oh, you missed out on a lot of things, but
Chambord with pineapple. Ooh, I have heard that. Yes. Yes. I need to get some pineapple juice.
I've been trying to get Noelle to get some pineapple.
Well,
juice.
they've been out. Stores have been out. So this is just tequila and Sprite.
You know what?
What?
I've been trying to get you to get some pineapple juice. No, because I was reading about the 5
Why
health
have
benefits.
you been?
There's 5 health
Why
benefits.
have you been getting?
There's
trying
5
to get me to get pineapple
because
juice?
there's 5 health benefits about pineapple juices. Antioxidant. It's antioxidant. There's a lot of other stuff, a lot of vitamins in it.
Who here's remember their first meeting at Starbucks? Hey, none of y'all were there.
Bruh.
Where's my ring? My ring or your ring?
Mine is right here.
Mine's in my jewelry box in the bathroom.
Look at that. Bam. So, wow, people know about us quite a bit, don't they? Starbucks date. That was
Ooh,
just
Greyhounds, yes.
Greyhounds.
I
What's
like
that? I've never
grapefruit
had-
juice and vodka.
Really?
I like Palomas.
I don't know if I would like that. Would I like that? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I had switched over to rum recently. I kind of go between vodka. Just sometimes is rough.
Really?
Yeah. First video you ever saw, was that the first video we did? Was about our
No, the
Starbucks?
first video was about Zoe. Remember you were pregnant and I didn't get a chance to talk and I was just standing there like waiting or sitting there waiting. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
was doing this a lot.
This stream is now rated R for pineapple juice.
No, I mean it's true. Who said that? Travis trying to get me in trouble. No, seriously, there's like 5 benefits. You can Google it. There's 5. So silly. No, seriously, you can Google it. I sent you the article. And I read them out, like, because I was like, "Hey, we should get some pineapple juice." And she was laughing, and I'm like, "Why are you laughing for?" Like,
Oh, I'm 3 hours ahead of y'all. Be sure to treat yourself. Have a good night. You too, Trav. We love you, Misty. Have a good
yeah,
night.
you too. Have a good night. But yeah,
We'll
so-
cheers it up once you become a Washingtonian.
exactly. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, that was funny. That made me laugh. I'm gonna cry a little bit.
Okay, so we gotta get a switch, I guess.
I've been trying to get you to get a switch, but you were like, "No, I don't know if we should get a switch." So let me taste this. How come you have ice cubes? I don't have no ice cubes. Look at this. Can you see the ice cubes?
You,
Nothing.
you didn't have ice cubes in your
No, look.
previous one.
Nothing.
Do you want ice cubes?
That's cool. Oh.
It's not bad.
Oh. No, thank you. No, thank you. But yeah, anyhow, so what else you want to talk about? What questions do you guys have? This is your chance to
I
ask.
think they just like watching us be silly. But honestly, like, this is no different. Like, that's the thing. Like,
Yeah, that's true. It's just how we are.
yeah.
You can
I
ask
wouldn't want it any
question.
other way, though.
You can ask any question that you would like.
Me?
I'm not you, them.
Oh.
You already know everything.
Hmm. Do I?
Yeah. Not that interesting.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, see? Shade. It's just shade.
Can I have $5? I don't know. Can you? I can has cheeseburger. Oh my god, $5.
This is what you get. So, like one of our friends from Georgia was talking about, oh, I've never really seen Noelle, drinking stuff and how she is. And it's like, but you don't want to. I tell people, like, do you really want to see what happens? You have the fun Noelle, which is right now. And then she gets to the one where she, like, tries to, like, did I tell them a story about what happened at McMenamins? I told them a story about the one time I almost got, like, in trouble because of you. But, like, McMenamins?
What happened at McMenamins?
What do you mean what happened at McMenamins? So...
That was not me. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong.
So we were trying to leave out of McMenamins.
And we were sober. No, we hadn't been drinking.
Yes, we did. We had some stuff.
No.
We did. I thought
No.
we did.
No, that was our first stop. Yes.
Oh. Well, anyway, some dude was drinking a lot.
Some freaking... Okay.
I'll tell the story. I'll tell the story just because I want to stay on YouTube for a little bit. So anyway, I thought we were drinking. I know I had something because I can't go to McMenamins and not have a drink. So anyhow, we're about to leave, and some dude, she bumps into the dude and spills his drink, and he's like, "Party foul, babe." And so she's like going in on the guy. And I'm like,
I didn't go in
pushing her out the door. I'm like, go out the door.
I said nothing. I did nothing.
She did too.
He bumped into me, which caused him to spill his douchey drink on his douchey self. And then, oh, party foul, babe. And I'm like, what did you just say? So that he just pushes me out the door.
I'm like, yeah, just go ahead and go. Just go.
Oh,
he was there with his
and
friends.
He was dressed up in a freaking Ace and Gary costume. You can't get any douchier than that, okay?
Is there a Halloween? Wasn't it?
I don't know. It was
Halloween.
They were there for a concert. It was like some band or something. But a freaking Ace and Gary costume. The ambiguously gay duo from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
That's just funny.
You don't get any douchier than that.
That's just funny.
So back to the Starbucks topic. Wow, they really... Okay.
People like the Starbucks.
Okay, bring it on, Arteris.
Because it was funny. It was strange. It was strange. Like, I really and truly was thinking, like, this sucks. Like, for a second, I'm like, this kind of sucks. Like, she's interacting with me, but she's not. It's like what we're doing now. See how we're facing forward? This is exactly how it was.
It's like, look at you.
So then I would look at her, and then if she caught me, she'd,
Why were you nervous around Hirsch upon the first meeting? Because when I saw him get out of his car, when I saw him pull up in his little silver car that is still in our driveway, meet, I was like, holy shit. Can I say that?
I mean...
I can cuss on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's just that we don't.
Okay.
But yeah.
I was like, holy shit, this guy's hot. Like, okay, because I've told you the stories about his pictures. All of his pictures. Okay, here's his pictures.
Here we go with the lies. Here we go. With, I wish I had those pictures so you guys can see them.
Here's his pictures, right? Can you see the features? Can you see everything about my face? No.
She wants me to have a picture like this.
No, but like,
So no, because women. Okay.
Those were his pictures.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. For the guys, women will complain like, "Oh well, I don't know what your body looks like. You could be fat. You could be this. You could be that." So you want a picture that's kind of far back so you can see everything.
Okay, but not so far back we can't see your face. Like, what are you hiding? Like, why won't you do like?
She saw my face.
No, I couldn't see his face.
She saw my face.
Couldn't see his face.
She did.
Oh, and then like another one was like, it was Quincy. Here.
Hey, you almost knocked me out of the way, bro.
Another one was.
Oh, that's a lie. That's a lie. Okay,
It's like,
because-
okay, cool. You like cats. That gets you bonus points.
No, because
But I
women,
can't see your freaking
because
face.
women want to know if you like
Okay,
pets or
but
not.
I want to see you.
I showed my face.
You was like your eye. You might as well had a mask on.
Where's my mask at?
Anyway, so when he pulls in and didn't even get. Oh, come on! What is this hating on Noe?
Thank you, Travis. Thank you.
I am a woman of virtue, I'll have you know. Stop. You wipe that look
What?
off your face.
I was trying to look at the screen.
You wipe that look off your face. I'm the mother of your 3 children.
I instantly drove her back. This was first
You
date.
didn't drive me back.
Or we walked back.
No, we didn't walk back.
Well,
I drove myself to Starbucks. You drove your.
No.
Our Starbucks date
not the
ended. Okay,
Starbucks
listen.
date.
He was
Not
too
the
chicken
Starbucks
shit to have a real date.
No.
Because he made up the excuse, oh, I gotta go to work.
I did have to go back to work. Like, what are you talking about?
Who has to go back to work after 6 o'clock?
Me. So,
Yeah,
anyhow.
but mind you, that never ever happened once we started dating. I
Yes, it
never knew him. No!
Yes, it did.
No, it did not. You never ever
Yes, it did.
had to go back to work after you left for the day.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
So, anyhow, we end up going on our next date. St. Patrick's Day. Because that's our official date. You consider that a date, right? St. Patrick's Day?
Yes, that was a date.
Okay. So St. Patrick's Day, I was like, I'm going to be a gentleman. So I drove her back to her place, which was
We
on
took a
campus.
taxi back.
You're going to hear like 15 versions of the same story. Point was, I could have swore we didn't take no taxi.
We took a taxi back because you parked on campus and we took a taxi.
Okay. So anyhow, yeah. I'll just leave it at that. I was trying to be innocent. I was gonna get in my car and leave, but someone had other plans. And I was trying to be a gentleman and they wouldn't let me. So anyhow, next
So what did we
question.
It's good that you paid for yourself on the first date. I tried, but actually he wouldn't let me. And he got a drink that he didn't even like because it was the same drink I got.
That's right.
It's a caramel apple cider.
I figured that we could talk about it.
It wasn't even coffee.
It wasn't.
We went to Starbucks and I didn't even get coffee.
You know what?
I didn't drink coffee much back then.
True. And I don't think I did either that
Mm-mm.
much. But that place is now closed, that location.
I know.
We're still going though.
Yeah, we are.
It's so weird.
Why am I so weird?
I'm just saying. You need to be able to- Exactly. Travis, it's like if I saw you and we hung out for a little bit and then we waited a year or two and then we saw each other again and we did like a bruh hug. That's exactly the type of hug it was. Like, it was like the collar, like right here,
Okay.
touched.
We
that was the only
had
thing that
just
touched.
met for coffee, right? What do you expect me to do?
I mean, I expect
What
like a
do
hug
you-
like this, like,
And it
cool.
was.
No.
Okay, stand up.
No.
Stand up.
They can't see me.
It's okay. It was like this.
No.
Yes, it was.
It was not that much contact.
Yes, it was.
It was not that much contact.
It
Sweet, What are
was.
you doing? I can't sit.
You're gonna get squished. Watch your foot. I do not have any, but I have lots of ideas for them.
I don't have any tattoos. I don't have any of them.
What made you make a move on me?
It depends on what you mean. Because, like I said, I was been a gentleman.
What are you laughing at?
Sweet, so you can go back in the other room. You're not supposed to be on here.
You're not supposed to be part of this.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta go upstairs.
And go with your sisters.
I She dapped you up. Have a good one, bro. See you soon. Have my kids. Come on, Travis.
Travis. He understands exactly what happened. I wouldn't have to say it. He knew exactly what happened. Here, come on. Let me take you upstairs. I'll be right back.
Okay, whatever. I gave him a nice, simple, nice meeting you hug and left it at that. Let's see. Did you flirt? So Arteris, are you talking about like after we had met or like before we had actually met in person? Travis is on fire with the jokes. I know, right? At my expense. Come on now. Normally, the live streams is where I reign supreme. Travis is taking that crown away from me. Oh, that's what it is, Travis. Okay. Oh, so Travis or Joey, you said you're going to be moving if they don't open the state again. Like, where are you going to move to? And is your wife able to come and visit you here? Or is that just not a feasible thing? And where, like, is the process still going for you to get your citizenship and everything? You'll say during the date. I think I flirted with him. I just was so, like, I was in awe of him, honestly. Like, I was just, like, so, to me, like, I was thinking, like, this guy's so hot. Like, he was just, he had, like, you know, I don't know, he had, like, jeans and a aqua polo on, nice shoes. He just looked, he looked really nice. He just was, like, a nice guy. And, like, I just was intimidated because I was like, oh my God, like, he is hot. Like, he is downright hot. Like, I've never dated a hot guy. Sorry, I don't know what happened to our internet, but like, I've never dated a hot guy. So I was just so intimidated because I'm like, there's no way, like, how can he be interested in me? Like, there's no way. And I was just so nervous and I didn't want to be like staring at him or anything like that. So I just, I just was so intimidated. But like, I was talking to him, I think I razzed him a little bit of like, when he was talking about, he has a cat, and I was like, oh, what's his name? And he's like, Kitty. And I'm like, oh, I bet that took you a long time to come up with that name.
See, she's always been kind of rude.
No, I was not being rude. That was me being cute with you. Mm-hmm. So anyway, so so Arteris is like, did you flirt? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, before we met or like after we met? Like, what? And then he said, Travis is on fire. Joey said, Travis is on fire with the jokes. Travis says, blame it on the cannabis. Arteris says, like, during the date. And then I was asking Joey about his wife. And then, oh, you guys are so cute together and lucky to have one another. I'm joking on Noe Hirsch hit the lotto. Yes, he did. No, thank you. We both did. I'm looking at any market where I can find a mechanical engineering job. Oh, I feel like those are probably in demand in a lot of places.
Yeah.
But did I flirt with you on our first, like, our coffee date?
No.
You don't think I flirted with you?
Oh, no.
Well, what is flirting? Like, oh my God.
No,
like that?
That's a bimbo. I'm just No, she didn't do that. She didn't do
like,
that.
what is, like, hey,
curious.
you big sexy man. Like, what is flirting?
No. I felt like she wasn't really that into it. So I was like, okay. It's like, that's cool. But the second date, yes.
Like that. Oh, electrical engineering are. I didn't realize that. Well, our fingers crossed for you. It's hot in here.
Really?
Yes.
I'm not.
Very hot. What is that?
It's popcorn. Oh, it's empty. Just seeds. Do you guys eat that
What's
quick?
in your mouth?
Candy. Okay, you
What
can take
kind of
that.
candy?
It's Starburst.
Skittles.
Skittles, yeah.
Okay.
What?
Just put it on the kitchen counter.
They sent her down.
I know. Do our dirty work.
Exactly.
Okay. I'll let you guys know the deal. Ooh. I feel like we're about to get some tea. Hirsch. Yeah, you never talk about that. You always talk about the bro hug that I gave you.
So my first impression of her was, I thought that she was a professional, very educated, professional, very serious person, very shy. I thought she was very shy, but I'm like, yeah, I don't think she's feeling me. That's what I thought. That was my first impression.
Did you think I was cute?
I
Did
thought
you think
you
I was
were-
hot? Did you think I was like, meh?
I thought she was cute, but I'm like, yeah, like I'm not what she was expecting. Like she was shy for sure. I thought she was shy, but I felt like she's independent woman. She's not like,
INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means? She got her own house. She got her own car.
She had her own car, it was a hoopty. She didn't have her own house.
It was not a hoopty.
That car could turn corners, and it had to have hinges on it to turn corners.
I had a 99 Chevy Lumina.
Man, you could put everything in that car.
We put
That was
our kitchen
basic-
table in
That
there.
was basically a truck. That car was a truck. I'm like, oh, that won't fit. And she's like, well, let's see. And I'm like, "Ugh."
Aggio. What is that? Is the most annoying kind of flirting I've ever seen. I think I'd leave a woman if she did that on a date with me. I know a lot of men who are afraid of dating strong women. Hers just faces money.
Yeah, like I
I'll
don't
take
have
a
a problem.
kawaii Aggio girl, kind of cute.
I don't mind dating a strong woman. Like I want someone who's like an equal. You know what I mean? Like I don't want someone who's like, oh, I don't know what to do. So I would prefer someone who is definitely an equal. Now some people don't like that, but me, I want someone that can hold her own. One of the big things was I had a big issue dating women that couldn't hold a conversation.
How was I at conversation?
You were good at conversations. She was great at that. But there were women that I dated that just couldn't. There was not much of a conversation. I mean, it just didn't work. You know what I mean? Like, because you run out of things to talk about. Because it's a limited block of stuff that you can talk about. So that was one of the things that I found out early that I wanted to make sure of is you have to be good at conversations. And she was good at that.
Yeah. Okay, we missed a bit of a bomb up here, I think.
Oh, really?
Travis, the girl I'm seeing has a biracial child. Any advice for me if it starts to get serious? Okay, we'll come to that. And the missus is open to come to the States once Trudeau opens the border. Joey, I'd go to Canada. Right away. I mean, that's cool that she's open to it. But if I were you, I'd go to Canada, wouldn't you?
It depends what part of Canada.
Well, like Windsor or whatever, like just over Detroit, like that part of. Was she checking on her cell phone?
No. That was something that bothered me a lot. Like, hold on.
Zayna's forcing us to put all of our skills in our mouth just because she wants to play Barbie all at once.
This is, you know what? Like, back in the day, the things that her and I had to worry about way different now. It went from running to cornfields.
Stop it.
And starting fights with dudes.
Stop it.
Then I had to defend her to, hey, Papa, Sweets is wanting us to eat all of our candy at once so that we can play. It's crazy how things change.
Okay, so no, I was not on my cell phone. I just was nervous. I was nervous. I wasn't shy. I was just nervous because I didn't want to like F it up. Because I'm like, oh my God, he's hot. Like, what do I've captured a hot guy. Like, what do I do with this now? Like, am I going to be cool enough? Am I going to, it was just all of this swirling around in my head. But no, I wasn't on my phone. Aggio is when a woman pouts and acts real girlish and overly cute. It can be cute at first, but I get annoyed with it real quickly because I feel like I can't have a real conversation with
Boom,
her.
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, I
because
am not like that.
We're watching the show, and there's a few that are like that.
I'm not like that at all. I've never. I'll say men who can date strong women should not be afraid to ask her out, even if she makes more money than him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, so Travis, the girl you're dating or the girl you're talking to, seeing whatever,
What's
has a
the
biracial
mix?
child.
What's the mix?
And how old is the kid?
Yeah.
Ooh, it's real hot in here.
Really?
Yes.
You can open the
Yes,
door.
it is.
Really? I'm drinking something harder, and it's like, well.
I want to stay over in Windsor, but Michigan and COVID-19 has been a mess. Plus, engineering salaries in Canada suck. Oh, damn. $45,000 a year for 10 what? Nah, bruh, that's not cool. I mean, I guess the good thing is that you have options. Choices are always good. So whether you choose to go to Canada or you choose to be in Michigan or if you choose to go elsewhere, I mean, you know, the PNW. Let's see, child alert. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That one there.
Do you think I'm a strong woman?
Yes. I think
You said that pretty firmly.
career-wise, yes. Back when I knew her, career-wise was probably, yeah. As far as otherwise, like in terms of just standing up to who she was as a person and having people value her as a person, I would say no. Now, yes, 100%, like all the way through, like in every aspect, yeah.
Some Americans in Korea got letters from the State Department telling them to return right away or they may not be allowed back for a while, but people didn't know it was worse here than there.
Right, which is funny because, you know, I don't know if you guys remember, they were talking about Korea. It was like, oh, things are worse or pretty bad over there. And then later, Washington ends up getting some stuff. And then other places got some stuff. You can open that door, baby. And so it's like, but Korea handled the situation a lot better. So, yeah, you have to feel normal. So, yeah, it's one of those things. Like I said, if I had a chance to move to Korea, I would do it. Hands down. Hands down.
Well, no.
No. Yeah, not North Korea. Different story. 2 hours.
Woo! Is this longer than Buzzballs?
I don't know.
Oh!
There's a huge mayfly that you let in, bro. He's going to pitch to the right. That thing was huge. So, Travis, I don't know if you're still here. I would say advice. It depends on the mixture.
I'm assuming it's a kid that's black and white.
Maybe, I don't know. Sorry, I blew that all on you.
The Buzzball stream was long, like almost 4 hours. Oh, good
Really?
Lord.
Was it that long? Really? Dang, that made a big impression, babe. The Buzzballs, that made a big impression.
Everybody knows, like the folks that have been with us for a
That
while
was the one.
know Buzzballs.
Well, because it was good. We need to.
Well, that was
actually
also the
look it up.
first time
Where
that
did you get those
we
at?
drank on camera, I think.
Where did you get those?
Winco.
Yeah, you need to go back there and get those. So we had all of these, right?
Yeah, well, not the Cran Blaster.
We had different.
We had like 6 of them. Yeah, you're still here.
So Travis, what's the child? You said they're biracial. What
Ooh, now I'm cold.
are they? No, you're cold.
Boss. Who's boss? What's boss? I'm boss.
Or is he talking about Korea boss?
Ah, boss. What? Because I'm bossy. Ooh, horchata. Why were you looking up horchata the other day?
That's what Cardi B was talking about.
Oh, yeah. What? Ew, really?
So I was like,
I don't know. But I mean, like, I wouldn't want to call that horchata. I think a strong woman has a lot more to offer overall, but balance is key. If we are both strong in the same areas of life, we can't balance each other out properly. I think that's the number one thing with us is that we balance each other out. Wow, popping. True, but sometimes being direct is better since you can get answers right away.
yeah, what's that?
Trash.
Oh man. All right, cool. That's where we at. Charlie work too. True. So much better.
I don't know what are you talking about being boss? Who's boss? Her and I worked together at my first job. I was her boss for a while.
Oh.
Oh. Well, I mean, you're not anymore.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a different conversation for sure.
Sorry. I don't know what. I'm confused. I'm confused. My first job was Blockbuster, by the way. I feel old now.
How old are you, Travis, if you don't mind saying?
I think he's in his early 30s.
Could be wrong. Could be in his late 20s.
I spelled it wrong. What? Did I miss something?
Look at these buzzballs.
I don't know.
Ooh, they make different things. Buzztails, chillers, biggies, and buzzballs. What's buzztails?
We're just watching these little balls on the screen.
Yeah, so I got kind of mesmerized.
Hey, Noel, do you speak Korean?
No.
Annyeong and kamsamnida and bulgogi, pajon, tteokbokki, kimchi,
So
bibimbap.
I'll put this over here. No, she doesn't. Such a goofball. My third copy and paste. That's my third copy and paste. What? Oh, he's 28. Dang, you got it wrong.
I'm sorry, Travis.
Dang, Travis. You see that? See, that's why Travis is on my side.
Ooh, grapefruit.
Oh, I don't know. Ruby red grapefruit.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay, everybody. Buzzballs is women owned.
But we said that back in the day.
Did we?
Yeah, 'cause it's on the label.
Oh,
No.
dang, I want some buzzballs.
So they have ruby red.
Yeah.
We'll do a taste test because we haven't had the grapefruit.
Okay, but you can't just do a taste test. Like you gotta like finish it because
No, of
once
course.
you open it,
Of course, we'll go through it. But yeah, we'll We'll try them. I'm trying to get the products to show up. It's just sitting there, just spinning.
No, unfortunately, I don't speak any Korean. Okay. That's my. You should tell people, Bab Sachu. It means feed me now. I don't know about that. Okay. Well, how would you guys get around? I've never traveled outside of the U.S. before.
Here they are.
Google Translate.
Oh, holy smokes. If we went through all these, we'd pass out. We had
Look at all the star reviews on them. Ooh, watermelon smash. We had
this
peach balls.
We had a lot of colada.
We had a lot of colada.
Okay, so I'll get back to that. I don't want to ignore what you said. But with Buzz Balls, they have like a ton of flavors.
But they may not all be carried at the store.
Right. So there's a lot of colada, peach balls, horchata,
Good job.
tequila Rita, forbidden apple, cran blaster, watermelon smash, ruby red grapefruit, strawberry Rita, chocolate teas, which we've had, pineapple passion, stiff lemonade, and Tealicious.
You asked about the racial mix. Like I said it 3 times. I'm so sorry. Yes, we have blocked words.
Yeah, we have blocked words.
Is it this?
And you can't do that.
And
Is it?
that?
See, this is why I can't go and get too many drinks at certain places. 'Cause no filter.
Or is it?
That's green.
Okay.
It means they have an infection.
Yellow and like us.
I'm not like that. Brown. No. It won't let him say.
I know.
Yeah, so there's certain things that YouTube that won't allow to be popped up, so it's gonna block it. I might can see actually. Hold on.
What? Why are okay? Yeah, take.
Let's see. What does it say?
I think I need a refill. What happened to my drink?
It's right there. I put it in
It's
time.
all gone. Who drank it? Did you drink it all?
No, bruh. You drunk it.
All of it?
Yeah.
I had some left.
I don't want that. Trust me.
I need more.
Let's see comments.
Mom, I saw you. I
I
saw
haven't
you.
responded.
Okay.
When you were doing
Okay. I need
Did
for
I
you to
res-
go in the other room.
Loved it.
I've known her for over a decade, but we've always been just friends. Oh. FWB from time to time.
Oh,
You know what that is, right?
no, I don't. What is it?
You don't know?
Yeah, I know what that is.
Oh.
Come, I'm 40.
Wait, have you ever had that?
No, I haven't. Don't look at me like I haven't.
Okay.
Have you ever had that?
No. Friends or families that are married outside of your country. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, friends or family. Stop it. No. Well, not now, no. I did in the past. I knew people that were like married outside of the US, yes, but not now. Back in
So
the day.
Arteris, I don't know if you know, but I'm adopted. So like I grew up with a white family. I have a white family. I don't have connections to my Korean heritage, like my Korean family. So that's why I don't speak Korean.
Like I wanted her to do a
I gotta pee.
a video talking about like her whole like family history again, like how
Can I have my glass?
how everything how everything is. And she did something about that. T Grove, hi family. I moved here from Las Vegas now, Kirkland. I was Tacoma. I started watching your YouTube channel shortly before moving to Washington. Been here since beginning of April. Awesome, T Groove. Kirkland's pretty cool. I've had people ask me, about Kirkland before, and is it a good place to live? I've always liked Kirkland, right? Kirkland is one of those places, though, that I've mentioned to people. It's kind of hard because there's not a lot of interstates or anything that run to it. You're relying on a lot of back roads, not back roads, but like city roads. But Kirkland's cool. I like Kirkland. That was actually one of the places we looked at prior to moving to Washington. Tacoma. Tacoma is really cool. The prices here in terms of apartments and homes are going up. Earlier in the stream, I talked about how I received a ping because on my phone, I have a notification that anytime our home prices go up or our house value goes up, it sends me a ding. And so it sent me a ding the other day. And so, of course, I went and checked. And so our home value here has gone up. So the prices here in Tacoma are around the 4s now. That has drastically jumped over the course of time. We've been here now for 3 years in Tacoma. Washington for 6 years. So Tacoma's pretty cool. It's getting expensive, though. It's getting expensive. How much longer are you guys streaming? This is getting fun and interesting. Arturius, we will go as long as Noel wants to go. So who knows? As long as there's Sprite and whatever it is she's drinking, it can go for a while.
What?
Somebody wants to know how long is this stream going to go.
Forever and ever.
Yeah, so, Kirkland, that's one of the things. Like, I did a video talking about diversity here in Tacoma. Tacoma has the highest diversity of the Puget Sound region. So, and actually for the Pacific Northwest. So I would come once things start to get normal again, come down to Tacoma, check it out. There's a lot of stuff to do here. There's a lot more things going on. So definitely give it a check and see. Are you renting in Kirkland or are you getting home? Another 3 hours. I don't know about that.
Ooh, I'll be passed out.
Another 3 hours. That's rough. That's rough. Be right back.
Okay, I'll take over. Can you bring a snack back?
Yeah. You want popcorn?
Sure. Okay. Las Vegas now in Kirkland. How is Tacoma? I started watching your YouTube shortly before. Been here since beginning of April. This April? So like only a month then. I imagine that you're in a shock in terms of temperature coming from Vegas where it was probably already hot and now coming to here. I know that when we moved from, yes, that was our youngest. I know that when we moved here from New Mexico, we moved here in June and it was a beautiful like 60 degree, 70 degree weekend. And we got all moved in, and then Monday comes around, and it was 50 degrees. And I was like, holy crap. Because, I'm like used to coming from New Mexico where, like, spring starts in February, and it's already hot. Like, it was already really hot when we moved. So I'm, like, having to dig around for, this is really short, isn't it? I'm like having to dig around for my jeans and my hoodies and all of that. And I'm like, holy cannoli. Like it was cold, like just your body getting adjusted to everything. But now we've been in Washington for 6 years now. And like it's 60 degrees and I'm like, whoo, I need my tank tops. It's hot. So, there's that too. Let's see. Just about over a month, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think we've been to Kirkland much. I had a former coworker when I worked at Seattle that lived in Kirkland. I know it's an adjustment, but it's beautiful here. Yes, it absolutely is. I love the trees, and I haven't experienced the winter yet. Coming from Las Vegas, you'll have had a lot of sun and a lot of sunny days, and even winter you had a lot of sunny days. It does get gray here. It won't rain on you all the time. So that's a big myth of this. But it is gray. I have kind of gotten used to the gray. But some people do suffer from like seasonal affective disorder, SAD. But you can get like the little happy lights, and that does help. It simulates the sun, so that helps. Yeah, and just like the fresh air and being able to go to the ocean, like the fact that I'm not landlocked is amazing. And like the fact that when I go to water, it's not a man-made lake, it's not a river, it's the ocean. Like it's salt water. Have you guys been to any of Washington's neighboring states? We have been down to Oregon. We've been to Portland. Loving the rain though, but you also haven't been here for too long. Yeah, I mean, the rain doesn't really, I just don't like to be wet. I don't like that. So when it's too much like that and things start to get a little bit soggy, then that kind of bothers me, but otherwise it's not too bad. I do miss thunderstorms though. We occasionally will get a thunderstorm and I'm like, what is that noise? But growing up in Indiana, it was like tornadoes and everything. And there's times here where the sky gets kind of a weird color. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's tornado. That's like a tornado sky because it's like that yellowish greenish. And for those of you in the Midwest, like, you know what I'm talking about. But it's like, it's harmless here, right? Sorry, my voice is... Do you guys get wild animals in your area? Where we live, I mean, we're in the city, so we get raccoons, possums. There are coyotes, but that's more on the north end of Tacoma, closer to like Point Defiance Park. But no, I mean, nothing too out of the ordinary, at least like specifically where we live. I miss living near water, but Lake Michigan is eating up so much coastline that it's getting dangerous. Oh, is Lake Michigan like encroaching on the land? Coyotes are the worst. That's what I hear. I mean, people have been talking about like their pets being eaten and stuff by coyotes, so, but we don't really have an issue with that. Also, okay. Raccoons in the city? Yes, raccoons in the city. Our neighbors had big maple trees, and they cut them down a couple of summers ago, but they had a whole family of raccoons that lived there. And like we've seen them, there's like a whole like little gang of them that they just like walk along the streets. So, and we had some folks that lived catty corner to us, and they had ducks, and the ducks were killed by raccoons. And then our neighbors have chickens, just like we have chickens, but they have chickens and they left their coop open, and they also were killed by raccoons. So, which reminds me, we've got to close up our chickens. Coyotes are as bad as Canadian geese. No, really? I mean, Canadian geese are mean. They poop everywhere too. A lot of lakefront property has been falling into the lake. There's an area where we used to park when I was a kid that's underwater. Dang, that's crazy. Geez, that's scary. They can attack humans if they feel threatened. I sent Hirsch a Discord message. Yes, I just saw that, Travis. So, how old is the kid? Raccoons are scary. They can be. Oh, there was another time that we heard some rustling and we went out and there was like 5 raccoons in the backyard. They were going after our chickens, but we had them locked up. Hey, have you locked the chickens up? We gotta lock the little ladies up. I may not have a voice tomorrow, but the good thing is I don't work tomorrow. So, cheers to that. Wow, we really have been doing this for almost 2.5 hours. Arteris, what part of California do you live in? In Lake Superior, they're getting 40-foot waves. Dang, no way! Both lakes are having high tide warnings due to the lakes acting like oceans. Oh my God, that's crazy. Most of the Great Lakes have flooded over big time. He's 6. What is that sound I keep hearing? It may be Herschel's notification because we're doing it on his phone. So if it sounds like a little like spacey, robot-y, then that's it. You live in Duarte in LA County. Oh, so you live in like basically LA? Do you like it? And are you from there? Hi. Thank you. Yes and yes. Cool. Do you go to K-Town a lot? Did you lock the chickens up?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
When?
A little bit ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Excuse me.
Listen to you?
Is that what that means?
Yes, I told you that.
Thought that means excuse me.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna roll with the dog. So what did I miss? A bunch of stuff, I'm sure.
I've only been to K-Town once. I hear it's very dangerous over in LA. Really? K-Town dangerous?
I can see that.
You got all the Ajmas out in the streets. In their kimchi tubs. Travis sent a message. So the kid is 6.
Okay.
He's
Oh, this ain't one. Oh. Oh, I see.
People are surfing on the lakes now due to the waves. Oh my God, that's crazy. Lake Michigan and Lake Superior are like having like ocean like currents.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I did this popcorn right.
Good.
This is movie style popcorn.
Nice and buttery. What'd you do to it?
I just threw it in there.
Popped it.
I just threw it in there. I'm loving these pictures, Waygukin, by the way. Pictures of Seoul. Watching Tower.
Wow, I'm impressed. You did this really well. Sorry, I'm being rude. That's what LA people said. Well, if we go to LA, I want to go to K-Town.
Same.
And if I were to ever get a tattoo, I'd probably have it done in K-Town. By a Korean artist. Because I want Korean. Oops. And I don't trust anybody. Or just anybody. I'd want somebody that knows Hangul.
Little Budgie's down there eating some popcorn too.
I've never been to LA as an adult.
We flew in, but not like driving.
We've never been to LA as like,
no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna subscribe to their thing.
Last time I was in LA, I was probably at the oldest 6. Oh, AH, you're in Idaho. Union Station. Like, in what state? We did not feel any earthquake. I feel the earth move under the feet. I feel the sky tumbling down. I've never heard of Union Station in LA. But that doesn't mean much. You're an Idaho potato. I love it. Okay, so AH.
This popcorn is bomb. I'm sorry. This popcorn.
It's really good.
It's
And
actually
I'm
pretty
sorry,
good.
I'm being like very just like
I'm over here hiding my face, but I'm like shoveling.
I gotta help it. So we drove through Idaho to get here. To get
Beautiful.
to Washington.
It was beautiful. It was.
Yeah, it was pretty. But I was disappointed that there's so many alfalfa farms. And what I really wanted. Stop with your judging eyes. I really wanted to see. I still see your judging eye. I really wanted to see a potato farm with cows in the field so I could take a picture and be like, look, it's steak and potatoes, it's dinner. But I never did. I was disappointed. All I saw was alfalfa fields. And Idaho is where I first saw the logging trucks too. And that scared the jeebers out of me. Because of Final Destination. Union Station, that's where people take multiple trains to get to places. Well, okay, I know what a Union Station is, but I've just never heard of it in LA. There's a train that can take you to Santa Monica Beach. Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
When we went to San Diego, we relied on public transportation solely.
I prefer that, actually. As long as it's good. Like, it's got to get me to most places. Like, I don't want, like, what we have in Tacoma, really. You know what I mean?
Oh, you said it's super dangerous.
What is?
Union Station. Like you as a grown man are afraid to do it?
Man, this popcorn is bomb.
We're also drunk. But yes, it is bomb. My husband wants to know if it's hard to find work there. And I'm an artist. I understand you have a pottery shop. Yes. Depends on what line of work your husband is in. You trying to find work in Tacoma? And what kind of artist are you? Lots of weirdos get on the train and do crazy stuff. Lots of weirdos get on the buses and do crazy stuff here.
And train.
Warehouse. So, Kent, Auburn,
And Tacoma.
and Tacoma. Tons of warehouse work. So, that shouldn't be an issue. Kent, Auburn, Tukwila,
Sumner.
So yeah. And yes, we do have a pottery studio. It's called the Painting Panda Pottery Studio. And our physical location is in Freight House Square in downtown Tacoma.
Mm-hmm.
And Tacoma is a pretty artist-friendly city. So, wait. And fine art. Okay, cool. Yeah. There's it's a pretty artist-friendly city. There's a lot of things that the city actually does and supports local artists. So,
yeah, Tacoma Creates is one of them. Our arts program is better funded than Seattle. So actually, Tacoma has a better arts program than really any other city because we have Tacoma Creates. It's actually taxpayer funded. I think they raised $50 million. So I don't know if that's every year or how that's been done, but yeah, we really support arts here.
Okay, wait. So you just saw a coyote in LA? Subways in Korea's has people going from car to car selling bootleg merchandise. Buses don't have that. But bus drivers sometimes don't care and will take off before old people get seated. Dang! Will you stop it? In Duarte. So you saw tequila. You saw
We know it's on your mind.
a coyote in Duarte.
I hate when YouTubers do videos that are like that.
Dang, that's crazy. Just means they're not a real YouTuber. They don't know how to hold their camera.
Well, it's not even that. Like, you can flip it. It will still fix. It will still do it correctly. Like, technically, I could take that video and correct it.
Thick.
I wouldn't call it thick.
I mean,
Well, that one
she's
is.
thick.
Yeah, she is. That's kind of how it is in Hong Kong, too.
I'm seriously just stuffing my face.
Me, too. I'm trying to do it off camera.
Ain't no shame in my popcorn eating game.
Yeah, she's got some.
See, wasn't this fun?
It's cool. It's cool.
They got me convinced to get the Switch.
Well, I should go and purchase that now.
We got our drink on. We got to hang out with friends.
So, Travis.
That's a whole nother.
I did that video to Ask Her Snowy. You did that on Discord.
I know.
So that's why I love Discord. If you guys are not on Discord, we mention it a lot because Discord will allow us to post certain things, talk about many different things. And it's not as censored as YouTube.
We don't have it censored.
Yeah, it's not censored at all. So on Discord, it makes things a whole lot easier. You can post a lot of different things, talk about a lot of different things. We can comment. It allows other people to chime in a lot easier. So it's really, really cool. But we will tackle that topic in a Ask Her Snowy.
Those are mine. Go put those back. Okay, go. I feel good now.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too. Yes, artist, we did. Is it Arturus? How do you say his name?
Arteris. Oh! Party foul, babe.
I was going to catch that. I'm not going to drop food. I'm not crazy.
I'd eat it.
Oh, I'm not going to drop food.
Even there.
I want some in the bag.
Hashtag livestream Sundays. But livestream Sundays cannot include alcohol typically. Just because I have to make sure I can get up early on Mondays. But since this is a special one, we can. Wow, not cool. Perfect name calling, considering they're trying to colonize Africa. I think I missed something. I don't know.
What happened?
Somebody said, wow, not cool. Oh, maybe that's about China banning Africans?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect name calling. Because I said party foul day. And I said we can't do live stream Sundays and have them contain alcohol because I have to be able to get up on Monday.
I agree.
Yeah, and racism is not just exclusive to the US. I think as a lot of people think it is, but it's not.
I love this channel.
You can tell them what you're watching.
Mama, my armpit is really itchy. Can you fix it?
You can go handle that. That's funny. Kids. Especially Zara. She'll just say whatever. Doesn't matter. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things like, I mean, we've talked about it here and there. I try not to do it too much on YouTube because YouTube gets a little bit, I don't know. I gotta get the salt off my lips. YouTube is a little bit a stickler on that when you talk about it, even if it's something that's positive. YouTube doesn't want you to talk about race issues, but it is one of those things that troubles me. You know, like I like to see something that's diverse. I like seeing diversity. And so, you know, the whole thing that's going on in terms of China and them banning Africans and different folks from where they're living and things like that, I just completely disagree with. Walkie-talkie system. We have it's a Google Mini system. So we have Google Minis in all the rooms. So therefore they can basically do a broadcast through the house. So no matter where we are in the house, we can hear them. Also, what's cool is if I'm like away from the house, like if I'm like at the studio, I can broadcast all the way from there to the house. So it's pretty cool. Yes, I agree. Diversity is the best. I agree. And I agree with you too, Travis. Like right now in Hong Kong is one of those cities I almost moved to. If you don't know, my ex-wife is from Hong Kong. And so it's a city that I almost moved to. I liked Hong Kong for many different reasons. It's a pretty cool place. I try not to comment too much about it because, for one, I'm not a Hong Konger, and you know, it's just not my place, right? But that still doesn't mean I don't have strong opinions about it. But yeah, I think that really and truly, yeah, my ex-wife is from Hong Kong. She was born and raised in Hong Kong. So met her in college many years ago when I was young, had hair. But yeah, so yeah, I have a lot of opinions. Went to Hong Kong. It was like one of the most amazing experiences ever. But I mean, I have my views. I do. I have my views. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things that China is doing right now. You know, there's another article I read that there were something else that was going on. It's a lot. It's a lot. I have my views. I feel like that should be a totally different video all on its own. You know what I mean? But yeah, I truly understand the folks in Hong Kong They're a very proud people, for sure. So I completely understand. Yeah, I mean, Chinese culture is unique. Chinese families are very different. I don't know where you're from, but Chinese families are very different. And then when you look at Hong Kong families, they're completely different too. The expectations are different. So it's something that you have to adjust to, right? It takes a lot, but yeah, they know my first. Well, Atirius didn't know my first wife was from Hong Kong.
Oh.
So I was talking. They were asking me about China and Hong Kong and this, that, and the other. So I said it holds a special place because I almost moved there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I thought about it.
Really?
Yeah. Definitely. I want to move to Hong Kong. Hong Kong, if you want to start a business, it is the one place in the world that has it's the easiest place to start a business. It's known for having, well, back in the day, I don't know about now, it was known for having the least amount of red tape to start a business. And so per capita has so many millionaires, more Rolls Royces than any other place. It's now it's different, but yeah. In business, they point out Hong Kong.
What is this walkie-talkie system?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry, Arcturus.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Yeah. And I'm eating all these little popcorn kernels. These are good. What was that?
I don't know. I can't see.
That happened to me a couple of times with Korean women, but most are not that way anymore. At times they're changing. The media doesn't talk about it that much. Yeah.
I can't see anything.
You're such a goofball.
I think I'm coming down off the high now.
I can't get enough of this popcorn. How are things in Tacoma? Is what I will say.
Dang, bruh.
I know. I'm sorry. That popcorn was bomb. So I was over here secretly just killing it. But Tacoma was not hit as bad as other places. King County and Snohomish County were affected more. Snohomish County is wherever it is. So those areas were impacted more than Tacoma, even though Tacoma is bigger than Everett. We really haven't had as much of a problem here. By no means does that minimize the effects, right? But it's not as bad here as it is in Seattle or Snohomish County. We'll be able to, or Yakima. Yakima actually has had more issues than Tacoma. Now, as far as when can we get back to somewhat normal, it's hard to say. They're saying June 1st, but I don't know if we're going to make it.
Well, and back to a new normal.
Right.
Hang on. It sure is changing. I like that. I thank you guys so much for the content over the years. It means a lot to me to have you guys as friends. Aww. Shucks, Travis.
Oh, stop.
I keep hearing women like tall men now. I mean,
I think women have always liked tall men.
That mask is adorable. That was Zeta's mask.
We all have masks, actually. I have two, but I won't tell you about them.
I'll show you.
No. Anyhow, folks, so thank you for joining us.
No.
And
Mm-mm.
you're not going to show them the mask.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm. I would show those.
Oh, you're talking about the one where I had like the face covering too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny. Well, I can tell them the backstory as to why my nose was covered. That's me. So my eyes are up here. My eyes are up here. My mouth is right here, and my nose is right under that nose. And it's because of her that had the face mask on because she ate a lot of kimchi.
I drank all the juice right before bed.
Yeah. Yep.
I think the internet is breaking down the walls of prejudice when it is used properly. It's good to see more people coming together and seeing each other as people. Favorite food? Yeah, I really wanted to come to Washington in March, but the coronavirus kind of got in the way of that. Lawyers are emailing people here about suing nursing homes over their loved ones dying, so the nursing homes are looking to get a law passed so they can't be sued. Dang.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, what's your
favorite food? Oh, God. You know, back in the day, it was burgers and fries. Now, it depends. It really depends. So,
I don't want to throw that away.
no, you don't. It could sit there. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that because, like the taco place, which I posted a couple of times, the taco place is cool. So it depends Mexican. Sometimes I like sushi. But I also like steak. Just remember my birthday. Oh God, that steak.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that steak.
What did I do for you for your birthday?
So there's a place here in Tacoma right on the water. I forget the name of the place.
Shenanigans.
Oh man, the steak. That steak was so good. Like I can't say enough.
He had his gallbladder taken out in December.
Yeah.
Again, that's another one of those things that like we're thankful for that we
Right.
had it taken care of when we did because elective surgeries were not being
Stopped.
able to be happening.
Yeah.
So we had it taken care of in December, and so he was good. So for his birthday, he had been craving steak, and I got steaks here at the house.
And I made
we
it.
always burnt the
What?
kitchen down.
No, we didn't burn it down, but like I made it. It was like, yeah, this is not what I need. Like, I do okay. I can never get back to. It was kind of like Michael Jackson. I could never get back to the first time, that I made it. It was like bomb, but it wasn't what I wanted. Like I wanted something that was much, much, much better. So I'm like, we got to go someplace. And so finally, she's like, okay, well, we'll see what happens. So we went to Shenanigans for my birthday. Oh, it was just so good. It was amazing. So steaks are good. I don't know, like shrimp, like it's hard. I can't say I have a favorite food because it depends on the mood.
This is something that, like, if you ask me what I'd want to eat, I'd say sushi. So I think sushi.
But that's how you feel right now, though, right? Or is that just how you always feel?
Well, that's how I feel like for a long time now.
Really?
Since I've been to the Koi.
The Koi is, because keep in mind, she was like against sushi. Because
I ate.
What was that?
Quincy.
Oh.
Sorry, I think these lashes have got to come off. Because when I was a kid, my dad worked for a Japanese company. My dad was an electrical engineer, and he worked for a Japanese company that did the brakes for all the Hondas. And so at all the work functions, there was always platters of sushi. And I ate sushi as a kid. And I also ate a green leaf. Because I thought it was a mint. And it was wasabi. And it was horrible, terrible, no good, very bad. And so I was like, ugh, sushi's disgusting. so I didn't give sushi a chance again. Until
Mind
I lived
you,
here.
when did we go to the Koi? When was that?
I mean, since we've lived here.
2 years ago. So for all that time, 30-something years, she was like, and then went to the Koi. Because I told her, like, I've had eel before. Like,
These lashes have got to come off. I'm sorry.
like the eel sushi. Oh, it was so good. It was so good. I can't say enough about the Koi. Like, I really and truly want to eat there tomorrow.
I know.
Like, I would do it. Like, oh, the food is so good.
The rolls.
It's expensive. It can get pricey, but it is so good. And on their Instagram, if you went to the Koi Tacoma, like look it up, the Koi Tacoma.
KOI.
KOI. Like all of their Instagram stuff is like so
Because they
high
hired
quality.
a
They
new-
hired this whole marketing firm, and which they didn't have to, but they hired this marketing firm. It's just like, oh, it was. The drinks there are good, food's good.
They have a lot of cocktails that are
Stupid.
what's the Japanese drink?
It's
Sake. That are sake based.
Just good.
And they're delicious. Oishi. Oishi desu ne.
They're good.
Yeah.
They're really good. And they're also like in ramen.
Yeah. Their cocktails are amazing.
They don't have a lot of food at ramen, right? But they do have the
but the food they do have is amazing.
It's good. What do they have though that we had?
I don't know. We had charcuterie. We had sticky toffee
Charcuterie board.
pudding.
Mhm.
And we ate something else. I just don't remember
The
because
food-
I was so many cocktails in.
Yeah, the charcuterie board was good. They actually had
I love charcuterie. Like if that's a favorite food, charcuterie it is. Then.
Tacoma has a lot of those though.
Yes.
Because actually Seven Seas,
Yeah.
it's not bad. But in Rama is more high end.
And Rama gives you honeycomb on their charcuterie
Yeah.
board.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
So
It is actually really good. And actually it's in the old post office building. Or is it post
Mhm.
office? Oh, post office building. So
I'm
it's
gonna
really
lick your
nice.
face right now. Is that weird?
That's a little strange. Anyhow, this is. I mean, what are you trying to do, bro? Are you
I
trying
don't
to
know.
turn this up to like
No, I'm just like I wanna.
this? This ain't what you trying to do.
Can I just kiss you?
Yeah, you can kiss me, but okay. Like I thought you were trying to do something like get our channel shut down or something.
What? No.
Licking faces and stuff. That's like
I want a charcuterie right now. Some good.
there's nothing. Yeah, there's nothing that's open right now. Theirs was pretty good. Like, and Rama's actually pretty good because they had a variety of stuff, and then they had
Cheese.
like the little peanut stuff. It
And
was
nuts.
good. It was really, really cool. It was really cool. Those are the two places, but McMiniman's does have some.
McMiniman's tots are good.
Their tots are good and their drinks are bomb. Their drinks. Now they have some interesting. It's you got to be experimental with McMiniman's. Other places, okay, you know what you're getting. McMiniman's, I feel like you have to be open-minded.
What are you doing?
Dog is crazy.
Do we need to close the door?
Probably. McMiniman's, I feel like you can be kind of experimental and you're going to get like a variety of different things. It's kind of cool, you know, like the drinks. One of the best places, the Tiki part. I forget what it's called. It's just, the drinks are just so cool.
The Tiki Lounge.
Tiki Lounge is really cool. The Hideaway Bar is pretty cool, but it's just so tight and cramped. The two places that I don't like in McMiniman's is the Tiki, no, not the Tiki, but the
Doc's
Hideaway Bar
Game Lounge
and Doc's Games Lounge.
and the hidden.
It's just, they're so tight. Like, you can't get around. But the drinks are good. I've actually had drinks in all of their spots in the building. So their drinks are good, but it's just a matter of if you can handle like being in such a tight, cramped, hot space. Doesn't matter the time of the year. You can go in the winter and it's like you're sweating.
It's
That's
just
how hot it is.
People everywhere.
It's just a lot of people.
That'll
It's just-
change.
It's just a lot of people. I don't know. Like I did the video. There's a video coming out soon that talks about this. That Tacoma's finally easing restrictions on the sidewalk, like where you could have outside bars and cafes and stuff and eating it, because the biggest thing is alcohol. That's their biggest issue. But they're forced now to ease those restrictions. But that's pretty cool. There's another one we've been trying to wait for, which is Berliners.
Oh, we've missed this. I was like, the people are really quiet.
I thought so too.
Sushi is the best. Wait, there's actually a restaurant named Shenanigans. Man, that's a Super Troopers joke waiting to happen. Oh no. Oishi, yes. I got free beer at the Japanese place for ordering in Japanese. Ooh, nice. Sugoi. Day one back to Starbucks again. You too. The stream has been R-rated since the pineapple juice.
The pineapple juice actually has 5 health benefits, and if you Google them, it'll tell you what the 5 benefits of having pineapple juice are.
Child alert! There's no child in here.
There's no kid.
2 minutes ago.
Was it 2 minutes ago? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was the kid. That was the kid.
dog.
That was the dog.
Pineapple juice. Why?
What? I mean, it is 3 hours, Noe.
Like is it
I told you. I'm ready to go to sleep. I am. I'm like. So anyhow, I finished mine. Noe has finished hers. Let's keep it going. We can't. So anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you join our Discord. It's actually in the comment section, so you can find it here. You can scroll up. You can find it. Thank you all for the super chats. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate it.
We
hope
love
you guys
you guys.
enjoyed this. Yeah, we love you guys.
This is like hanging out with friends.
It is. We consider you guys friends. We probably will try to do this every Saturday. Let's do it Saturday because Saturdays are better. So hopefully next Saturday we can
maybe we'll have some buzz balls.
Yeah, they actually have like a bunch of types. Like I was looking, so they actually have a few, and I joined their newsletter too. So. Okay. But anyhow,
Joey, we wish you the best.
We wish you the best.
We know
Joey.
That it's not an easy time. It's not an easy time for anybody right now. But damn, to be separated from your new wife,
right? It's tough.
Our heart goes out to you guys.
It's really tough. So anyhow, thank you guys for joining. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And until next time,
get a Switch too. We'll see.
We will get a Switch.
Find out soon.
Until next time, I will see you.
Bye, guys.
Take care.